So now I can unmute us. Okay. And the rest of it is unmuted. Hooray. So, hello everyone. Sorry about the impromptu stream here. Surprise. We meant to do Abiotic Factor tonight. Things weren't really working out, unfortunately. We're testing out some new AI technology to allow for multi-stream, but there was a little bit of miscommunication, and it sounds like Jay unfortunately couldn't make it, and we're pretty sure he's the one that had the save file, and we couldn't get the restream technology working, so sort of fell apart there, so we're sorry about that. Don't worry. We will have that in the future, just as soon as we get things ironed out. And I figured in the meantime, well, since Meta and I didn't get a stream yesterday, shoot, I'll just start streaming today. Oh, I should also probably let you guys see what I'm doing. Ta-da! Oh, there we are. Okay. So, when we left off in Palworld, all heck broke loose because we just got access to the latest and greatest technology.
Grinding. Tons and tons of grinding. That's what we're doing.
That's what's going to be in our future. Now, the good news is, well, okay, so the bad news is we need something called corallum ingots, which continue to be an absolute pain in the butt. But the good news is I have very conveniently somehow gotten a transmission from an alternate save file. If we go over to the global PAL box, it conveniently has some reinforcements. We have the Gelroys, and it should be 3 of them in here. Where the heck are they? Hang on. Ahem. Folks, get yourselves organized. Why are there only 2 of them in here? Darn it. Okay, well, whatever. 2 is better than 0. Gimme, please. Gimme. Gimme.
A man after midnight?
Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. No, wait, then we get sued by ABBA. Why are chests... Did I put a chest out there deliberately? Wow. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, okay, so, I called this the fishing stream because that's what I'm going to be doing. This is going to be one giant fishing stream.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, that's what we're going to have to do in order to get these darned corallum ingots. The good news is I now have the dudes for the job. So...
I forget, why do we need that many corallum ingots? Because the Gatling gun and the armor needs, like, plasteel and hexalite.
Oh, Meta, you sweet summer child. Let's see. If we want to upgrade to any of the better guns, like the overheat rifle or the charge rifle, that's going to take corallum ingots. If we want the better...
So why did I take the legendary Gatling gun recipe?
Because the Gatling gun is fun.
I'm really confused why you're talking about other guns.
Well, anyways, fine. So, the Advanced Workshop and Advanced Weapon Assembly line, that takes corallum ingots. The late game armor does not, so that's a convenience. And also some of the other things later on will also take corallum ingots, like some of the saddles for some of the later Mons and some other things. So, I mean, I'm not saying we need 2,000 ingots, but I'm saying is we need a lot. Actually, we might need 2,000. I could be forgetting something. It's a lot. So, with all that said, I'm going to go out fishing, and I need to make sure everybody's organized and stuff, so give me just a minute here. So you can move to the back. You can move to the back. These are randos I caught, so that's fine. So now I can start working on rearranging my party. Let's see. Actually, this works beautifully, because I can have the Jet Dragon and Jet Dragon to get out there, the Quiverin as a backup flyer, the Waylaska for swimming, obviously, and then the 2 Gelroys. Because Gelroys have a passive called Gelroy Drop. Each one increases the items obtained from salvaging, and these are max stars, so it'll increase it by a bit, and 2 of them will also stack. Theoretically, I'd have 1 Waylaska and 4 Gelroys, or like a Jet Dragon Waylaska and 3 of them, but this will work plenty. And the other guys can go back in storage for now. At least all the ones I caught out there. That's great. Including a lucky chickpea. Isn't that beautiful? Right.
Alright, there's a spare Jet Dragon here if you want one.
I already have one, but thank you. Actually, what I need to do is go out and catch one so I officially have it, but that'll be after we get, like, super mega awesome spheres. Where the flip are we? Dominic forgets where he was, and he was at 11. There we are. There's several places you can go salvaging. Like, you can go salvaging around the new islands. Personally, I like up here because it's seems pretty dense for salvage, and it's pretty short. And there's a warp point right up here. Ooh, research is done. Awesome. Bloosh. God, I love this way, Alaska. They're so adorable. Look at them. And so big. They're just happy to be here. They also have a unique move called High Breach. So if I click, charge, down, boom. Ah, love it. And then I drown.
Cute.
No, I don't actually drown. Wait, where the heck is all the salvage? Hello? Oh, there's a little bit. Sheesh.
One zombie cat's here. Hi, zombie cat.
Hello? And minigame. Whoops. The good news is if you fail the minigame, it doesn't consume the magnet, which is very convenient. Don't... Okay. Thank you. Ooh, see, 21 ore from that, so that's 4 ingots and a bit. I'm probably going to do this until we have at least 500 ore, so... it'll be a bit. The good news is I should get better at this as we go, after I shake the rust off. I'm really weird about things. I have kind of a muscle memory thing where I'm always really bad at doing something the first time, even if I've done it before. But then once I get into the groove, I get a lot better at it. Like, basically, I rust very quickly, but I also shake off the rust very quickly, usually. So now it's the podcast episode. Yeah, and sorry about yesterday. With my whole situation going on, turns out there was a update that caused me to lose out on Monday while I was working on that, and I thought everything was buttoned up and hunky-dory. It turns out it's not, so there's going to be more scheduling weirdness in the future. And then probably more days we're going to have to miss to try and get that locked down, so... ugh. Life just happens. Oof, I need to sit up better. Okay. Ah. I'm leaning. On the plus side, it's not only Pride Month, it's also Kai June. Yay. I need to get a PNG tuber for Terry. He's a fun character. For those who don't know, I have like a roster of characters to pick from, and frankly, I think about Terry a lot more than I do myself. So fun. There's an alternate version of King Ghidorah where instead of killing everyone, he's just getting huge. And being a general goober. Anyways, Meta, what are you getting up to?
I'm grinding for more hex light so we can get weapons and armor.
Awesome.
Should I get another crafting recipe? I didn't realize there was another gun you had your eyes on.
Well, see, here's the thing, I don't know. The problem with Palworld guns is it only lists the damage they deal per shot. It doesn't list things like fire rate, ammo capacity, reload speed, anything else. which they, at the very least, we need fire speed and dips, because on my main playthrough, like, I was testing out the overheat rifle, and that seems like an upgrade to the Gatling guns, but I'm not positive. So maybe
If it's further down the tree, you'd suspect it's better, but
you'd think so, and especially because it costs corallum to make, and it costs hexalite to get the what is it? It's like electric ingots, or electric ingots, electric organs. Yeah, it's electric organs, hexalite, and corallum ingots to make the darn clips. So you'd think it'd be really good. And it probably is, but I just haven't really been able to field test that. Because on my single player game, I got bored of grinding corallum. It's so
that
boring.
bodes well for this stream.
Well, but see, that's why you're there, doing everything else. Like, you know, getting the PAL research done, and getting hexalite, and whatever. I mean, or, actually, so these PALs were gotten through the global box, but I think I could still put them in storage. So maybe I could hand you the Waylaska and the Delroys, and let you have it to go with this. I'll have to actually test that. Oh, you know what else would help is having Twitch loaded on my phone. Give me that. 1 second. There we are. Okay. Now this is where it needs to turn into a podcast. Okay, we've talked about best Disney movies. Alright, worst Disney movies apart from the live-action remakes. Go.
Are we counting direct-to-DVD or direct-to-VHS films in the 90s?
Probably. Let's first say yes and then say no and see how the answer changes.
Because let's see, Cinderella 3 was not good, but at least interesting in that the writers realized they didn't have a good script and just went balls to the wall gonzo with it. Aladdin 2 and 3 are not terrible, actually. They have their moments. Let's see.
Aladdin 3 is so much better than Aladdin 2.
I'm going to say probably Hunchback 2. Hunchback 2 is one of the worst.
Really?
Mulan 2 actually has a really interesting premise. It doesn't really go anywhere with that premise, but it actually starts in an amazing spot.
Well, all right, now you got to explain it.
Well, Mulan 2 is really interesting because it starts from what's interesting about it is how naturally the script flows from the ending of Mulan 1. So in the ending of Mulan 1, spoilers for the ending of a 30-year-old Disney film, by the way, but so Mulan marries Captain Shang.
Sure.
And as part of that then, well, and she has her family ancestors. Well, following from tradition then, she would join Shang's family with Shang's set of ancestors, which means she's going to leave basically her group of ancestors, her original family ancestors behind, including Mushu.
Oh,
so the original plot is Mushu realizing he's going to lose Mulan forever when she marries Shang, so he gets the bright idea of, hey, if I get them to call off the wedding and get them to break up, she'll get to stick with me.
Oh, no.
So it starts with the comic sidekick character from the previous film becoming the antagonist, because he's now at direct odds with the protagonist. Because he's now trying to sabotage Mulan's relationship with his plucky sidekick trickery and whatever, to try and keep her.
He's trying to drive a wedge between them so he doesn't have to lose her.
It's like in Aladdin if Abu turned evil. Like I don't know if that's a great idea, but that is a fascinating idea, and I could see a better written movie doing some very interesting things with that. Unfortunately, of course, the sequel completely squanders it, but...
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, see, that's not evil per se. It's selfish. Like, it is selfish, and, like, yes, like, is being an antagonist, but, like, like, that is a very natural reaction of, like, oh, I don't want to lose my best friend. I want to keep them around. And it's like, you know, even if it's going to make them happy being with this other person, you know, he's kind of being the jealous boyfriend in that case. No, he's being like that. Nah, I want to hang on to her forever. Like even if
Now
she
let's
finds someone
see.
she likes more.
Little Mermaid 2 is the easy one, but in my opinion, Little Mermaid 2 isn't really the worst direct-to-video Disney movie. In fact, in most things, in fact, I would say it is the most direct-to-video Disney VHS. It's kind of like got every single. It's like the quintessential direct-to-video VHS, and then it's got every single problem at once.
You mean like
It's got an antagonist introduced completely out of nowhere with zero foreshadowing, and in fact, kind of ruins part of the plot of the previous one. Has just out of characters that kind of change motivations from minute to minute. About half the movie is completely superfluous.
Oh god, is that the one that opens with Sebastian going, "Oh no, it's Ursula's crazy sister"?
Yes, your antagonist is, and I quote, Ursula's crazy sister. Who has never been mentioned before, and you'd think would have been mentioned once or twice before now.
I mean, honestly though, as a writer, that is a pretty logical thing. Oh, what do we do? Oh, the main villain had a sister that is now back for vengeance. Awesome.
I think my favorite one, though, but still, no, actually worst, though, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Especially coming off of 1.
Because that's the one where Quasimodo tries to get hitched, right?
Yeah. All right, well, one thing at a time. Oh, first of all, Pocahontas 2. Still not good. Not actually a good film. It's pretty bad. But it's fascinating in that in several ways it's better than the first one, which is more of a criticism of the first movie than any merit of the second.
Is it still racist as hell?
It's less racist, and hey, get this. Pocahontas and Governor Ratcliffe actually directly oppose each other and, in fact, have a conversation they actually speak together.
Yeah,
that never happened in the first movie.
That's always bananas part about Pocahontas. Well, I mean, one of many, many, many things about that movie. The main protagonist, Pocahontas, the main antagonist, Governor Ratcliffe, never actually interact at all.
I'm not sure if they ever come face to face with each other. I'd have to remember that one. But no, they never ever once speak to each other, ever.
Like their sides come into clash with each other. The invaders, explorers, air quotes, versus the natives. But they personally never. I don't think they ever even see each other. They certainly don't talk to each other. It's for a Disney movie to not have their hero and their villain interact. Wild. As for me, gosh, see, the problem is I have to restrict myself to movies I've actually seen. So, I can't go with most of the direct-to-video sequels. I can't go with Black Cauldron. I can't go with the live-action stuff like Herbie the Love Bug. Although, I almost want to watch that movie someday just on principle, because apparently some of the later Herbie movies, the car does become fully sapient and, in fact, jealous, and at one point, the car, chases someone through an office building trying to run them over because it's worried it'll take her driver away or something.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
That almost sounds like... I don't know if I'd watch it willingly. Maybe if I, got drunk or high or something and then gave it a shot. Yeah, it's huh. So, restrict myself to movies I've actually seen. I think I would go with Pocahontas because, yeah. It wasn't good when it came out.
But it's going to be another example of how even back in the day, business executives had no idea what the hell they were doing. That was supposed to be the greatest film ever made. They were setting up that movie as this is the greatest Disney movie ever made. They genuinely thought that movie was going to win them Oscars. They thought it was that good.
Well, and that year, Disney was doing a thing where they had an A movie going and a B movie going. And the A movie got all the press releases, all the budget, all the glitz and glamour, all the everything. And the B movie was yeah, we got this side project going on too. If you're interested, you could check this movie out too. Their A movie was Pocahontas. Super racist, super problematic, all these problems. Their B movie, Lion King. Yeah.
Lion King, they didn't think Lion King... Another example, business executives don't know what they were doing. They didn't think Lion King would do well. They generally thought Pocahontas was going to sweep the box office and win every award ever, and then Lion King was going to be just this little B movie they made at some point.
Yeah, and then, lo and behold, Pocahontas was reviled, and rightly so, whereas Lion King took off, which is mostly deserved. I feel like I'm one of those weirdos because I'm a furry who doesn't really like Lion King. It's not I think it's bad, it's just it's not my thing. Zombie asking me, those were the same year? Lion King was years earlier. Nope. Actually, okay, hang on. Quick pause.
Entered development same year. I forget if they released same year. I think they did.
Dear Wikipeds, just because there's enough misinformation on the internet, let me make sure my facts are correct. Pocahontas. Okay. Pocahontas is a 1995 American animated musical historical drama film. Sure, let's go with that. Anyways, okay. Then Lion King. Wait, they were different years? Really? Maybe they started development at the same time, and then Lion King came out earlier. Lion King was 94. Huh.
Yeah, they entered development at the same time.
Okay, Lion King's release date was June 1994. Pocahontas' release date was June 1995. They released a year apart. Okay, so it must have been when they entered development that was the plan of the A movie versus B movie thing. Huh.
Well, we're talking about worst Disney sequel, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about worst Disney movie, period. We can include the sequels, but, like, is anything worse than Pocahontas? That I've seen. Like, again,
especially in comparison to what they were trying to do, no.
I can't count Black Cauldron. I can't count the live-action stuff from Disney's, Bad Time, or rephrase, the first Bad Times, not the current Bad Times.
I got it. Oh, I got it. You forgot one. You forgot one.
Oh. Tell me.
Check what Disney animated film came out in the year 2000, 2000, and not Fantasia 2000.
Okay, hang on. Be faster. Okay, let me go to Walt Disney.
You forgot
There's
one.
got to be a list. No, not list of animation studios. Filmography. List of Walt Disney Animated Studio films. Okay, start
and
with...
that is what's known as a Jerkosaurus.
What?
Disney's dinosaur.
But is that worse than Pocahontas?
It might be. You haven't seen it recently.
Yes, here's the thing. I only saw it when it came out, and I was 10? Thereabouts? So... And I have not seen it a single time since. So... Here's the problem.
There's a reason for that.
I barely remember a darn thing about that movie.
Second worst, honestly, is actually one of the recent ones. The other one everyone forgot about, Wish. And I can use that one because that's not a live action one.
Here's the thing. I haven't seen it, so I can't officially judge it. Everything I've heard is that it is beyond god-awful. So that might take the slot for worst if I had actually seen it. But here's the thing. I have no intention of ever seeing that movie. Oh, but what about...
Yeah, okay, those are my two. It's Dinosaur and Wish.
What about
Home on the Range is down there, but honestly, Home on the Range at least has its moments. It's not a good movie, but there's like one or two scenes that are actually good. They at least do the acid trip sequence right, so that's like 1 point in its favor.
Wasn't that the one
and
with
I'll
Steve
admit,
Odekirk?
the antagonist superpower being hypnotic yodeling is like, all right, you know what? That's just stupid enough for me to be on board with this.
Yeah, so you haven't seen that movie either. I've missed a lot of things. Okay, but Zombie Cat's also saying Home on the Range, so... Alright, if y'all are gonna vote that, I won't dispute that.
No, I'm still going through the Dinosaur or Wish. It's one of those two.
Okay. But Pocahontas has Mel Gibson. And, like, that should also lose points.
So does Braveheart. Never seems to like that movie.
Yeah, well, people have bad taste. Ah, the sounds of domestic abuse. It really is Mel Gibson's house. Oh, and some people are going to say, oh, what about Treasure Planet or Atlantis the Lost Empire? Get out. Leave the stream.
Get the fuck out.
If you say that, I will ban you.
Those are both underrated gems.
Oh,
and
man.
It is a crying shame. Oh, wait, no. I think they're trying to do... I shouldn't even say anything.
They're doing a live-action sequel.
It's not a remake of Treasure Planet. It is a sequel to Treasure Planet, but whatever. It's going to be another live-action remake garbage.
Well, it's not listed, at least on Wikipedia's. The most recent movie that was released is Zootopia 2, and the only two upcoming ones are called Hexed and, no, to everyone's, should I say no one's surprise, Frozen 3. I'm not seeing a... Hang on, let me... Alright, let me... DuckDuckGo. Here's your chance. Treasure Planet sequel. Oh, and let me warp back to base. Let's see. On Treasure Planet fandom, it's saying Treasure Planet 2 is a scrapped direct-to-video animated film and sequel to the first film. I'm
Oh,
guessing
maybe they're
that's
not. All
I'm
right.
guessing that's something from back when the first movie was out, though, so not anything recent. Oh shoot, the research is done. Oh wait, the research isn't. Okay, get that rolling. Thank you. So yeah, not really sure.
Oh,
what's going on
Treasure
there.
Planet. In the race between you and Titan AE, you both lost.
Yeah, those were both so good.
Yeah, they're both good movies. Or I can't even call them really good movies. They're both fascinating and interesting, and at least they were trying movies. And they're both
Exactly.
fascinating and interesting in different ways.
At least they were doing something. At least they had something. Like, heck, Titan AE had a, was it John Leguizamo or Nathan Lane? I can't remember. Just being an absolute bastard, and it's amazing.
That was Nathan Lane.
That was Nathan Lane. Ha!
Yeah, it's spoilers for the movie, but yeah, Nathan Lane's character this is a rare straight up villain by Nathan Lane. Again, it's like if Timon pulled a gun on someone. It is bonkers. Has to be seen to be believed.
It's so good. Yeah, I thought that was John Leguizamo for the longest time. No. He was the bad guy in a Violent Night, which is apparently a movie I should actually watch at some point because it's Die Hard but with freaking Santa Claus, which sounds like a blast. So yes, Santa. Well, I never got any presents for Christmas. Well, you always were on the naughty list. It's like, ooh, that's fun. Okay, we have some corallum. I will queue it up, and we're out of something. We're out of coal. I'm gonna go get some coal. I'll be right back.
Just set it up at the mining base.
That'll take too long. I'm bored. I appreciate your idea of using automation. The problem is the automation takes a year and a day, so I actually want to get stuff done.
You never let me finish talking about Hunchback of Notre Dame too.
Do I even want to know at this point?
It's just got one of my favorite stupid plot points of, again, some writer must have been patting themselves on the back so hard when they thought of this, not realizing how stupid it actually sounds in practice. So the main plot, such as it is that yes, Quasimodo falls in love with this other woman or whatever. Turns out, spoiler alert, she's from a group of thieves that recently moved into town and have plans to rob something. Their plan is to rob one of the bells in the bell tower, because it turns out it's a super valuable bell, because you see Dominette, it doesn't look like much on the outside, but it's beautiful on the inside. Because the bell on the outside looks like this plain brass bell, it turns out the entire inside is covered in gems, like coated in gems. Its entire surface area of the inside is just cut gems.
What? That sounds like the world's least practical bell. That means the gems are going to get crushed to pieces.
When you slam a clapper against it.
Yeah.
Like,
the entire bell vibrates. Like, having gems on the outside of a bell is stupid enough. Having them on the inside is even worse, because they're going to get crushed by the clapper.
Crushed to pieces the second you attempt to ring it.
Or
yes,
just
I
get
know.
shaken clean off.
But it's beautiful on the inside.
No, I get the metaphor. It's just like... whatever. Aegis will be Aegis. Do we have any mining pals? Like, pals that give...
We have like 5 of them.
Well, no, but, like, do we have any pals that give, like, a bonus to stuff when they mine?
Oh, to player mining speed? Rushor? I think the Gobfins they might have player mining speed.
No, they don't. They've got player attack, which might affect mining speed. I'm overthinking this. Let me just grab some chumps and we'll go. Oh, here, let me transfer the good ones into the box before they accidentally get sent off on missions. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, so it's one of those kinds of movies. Silliness. Sorry, Zombie. You just thought Home on the Range was in 2000. Nobody talks about Dinosaur. At least people are like, Home on the Range was the end of an era. It's important for reasons. I mean, that's probably true. Let's see. Hang on. Scrolling through the Wikipeds, because that's the only one I trust anymore. The next one after Home on the Range... Oh, wow. Okay. The next 3 movies after Home on the Range were Chicken Little, Meet the Robinsons, and Bolt. Oh boy.
Meet the Robinsons is okay. Chicken Little is okay. Bull is okay. They're actually, and Bull actually has like maybe one or two scenes to its credit. This psychic character, the cat, is actually kind of interesting and has like one good scene. So I guess that's something it's probably not worth sitting the whole 90 minutes for. But
Chicken Little has a downright abusive dad, though.
oh really? I forgot about that one.
Yeah, no, like he's straight up like, well, first off, it's completely logical. It's basically like Paranorman, but like done the wrong way. Where it's like, okay, yeah, Chicken Little freaked out, thought the sky was falling, and like now he's just, everybody is ostracizing him. Like he's like, nobody is taking him seriously about anything. Everyone is in town is shunning him. Like a year later, the kid's like 10. Like, dude, everybody in town just laugh it off.
Hang on, I think you just hit the nail on the head. This Chicken Little really is just Paranorman is just Chicken Little, but better. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, because like, yeah, no, but it's like, oh yeah, like everyone should have been like, oh haha, like should have been the talk of the town for a week, and then like, okay, we go back to normal and we'll reference it.
To be
once in a
fair,
while.
this was before social media, so people had longer memories.
Anyways, but yeah, no, so instead he's like ostracized by everyone. Everybody hates him. Like the only other people who even come close to liking him are the other misfits in town. And yeah, it's just silly. Like, yeah, and even his own dad is like giving up on him. Like, to be fair, his dad might think the kid is partly, like crazy or something, but like, come on, like he's not even trying to be supportive of his son. His own son in a Disney movie. It's crazy. Yeah, and then of course it turns out Chicken Little was right all along. The acorn falling was actually an alien invasion or something. But like, God, it's just, dude, be there for your son.
But yeah, Dinosaur.
Silly.
Dinosaur is one of those movies that's just, look, they wanted to try to make a 3D movie. It feels like one of those things of some executive just called people up and say, hey, we got to make a 3D movie. Go make a 3D movie. And then nobody had a good idea for a script. Nobody had any, really bold idea they wanted to share. It was just one of those box ticking things of, okay, boss said we need to make a movie that has 3D in it, so I guess we're just making this movie now. Because the script is just terrible. Like, it's kind of, again, at least with direct to DVD, you at least have some idea where the script is going. This one is just, the dialogue is terrible, the ideas are terrible, the whole framework is terrible.
I mean, it's trying to be Land Before Time, right? I don't actually remember that well.
But you really can't mention those two in the same breath. Land Before Time actually, like, yes, is mimetically horrific, but like, at least it had emotions. At least the characters are doing something.
I don't know. Land Before Time had Chomper, and that kind of puts it up there.
That's what I'm saying. Land Before Time is like, you can't mention the two in the same breath. Land Before Time is orders of magnitude better than Dinosaur, even without the whole, Littlefoot's mom scene that scarred an entire generation for life.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's like I've just kind of forgotten everything about Dinosaur, because, again, I only saw it once when I was 10, and then I've had, 20...
I really should stop talking about it, because now somebody's going to be stupid enough to try and watch it to think, oh, surely it can't be that bad, and then they're going to have to watch it, and they're going to tell their friends to watch it. No. You know what? No. We're done.
I might need to watch it, because now I'm just like, wait, what was it like?
Don't. No.
Oh, come on.
That's how this shit perpetuates.
No. We're going to have a movie night. Come on, Meta.
Let's go watch Land Before Time instead. That sounds a lot better.
It'll be good culture. Okay, apparently I do need to watch Land Before Time 2 and 5, because those are the ones with Chomper in it.
I'll watch Land Before Time, The Wisdom of Friends before that. That's Land Before Time, 13 or 14? At least that one has those cute monobutt dinosaurs in it.
I want to guess that was 13. Yeah, it's still maybe like 14 Land Before Times. Like, and they're still going. They're absolute lunatics. Craziness. Yeah, the main way I remember a dinosaurs, because I know a friend where the main dinosaur was his first crush, or one of his first crushes.
Aww.
It's like, it's adorable. And then he wrote a Fatfer story for him. From such humble origins.
Gotta get started somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Look, we all have those crushes back in middle school and high school. Some people have Katy Perry or Zac Efron. I don't know. What are the kids watching these days? I can't keep up with it. Anyway. Actually, Zac Efron was probably when I was in high school. I wonder what that guy's doing these days. I know he's in that Lorax remake. No, wait. I don't care.
God. Yeah, no, speaking of absolutely horrifically bad movies. Oh,
Really?
jeez.
Because that had
What,
freaking
the Lorax?
yeah, that had
The
the
Illumination Studios film, Lorax?
yeah.
That one? That one is
Oh, seriously?
I don't
Dang
know
it.
if I have words to describe how bad it is, especially since I really, really, really liked the book. And if you, the more you like the book, the more you will hate the movie.
I mean, the book's a classic and is only. I mean, the book has aged like fine wine. It's only become more relevant with time.
Gods, I need to find a review, an amazing review slash synopsis of that film where someone even actually broke out their artistic skills to try and sketch together. Okay, here's how I would have done the Lorks and the One Slur, and it's so much better. It is so much better.
Really?
It's like, holy crap, why didn't we get that movie?
Okay.
The fact that One Slur has a face and has a face, that is, I can't describe how bad an idea that was.
Really?
You can't do that. You can't have the One Slur have definable features. That destroys the whole point of that character.
Well, sure, but I thought he didn't have features. Cause I mean, okay, granted, I only saw clipped like little bits of it. You know, like.
You can
on
look up the
TV
song for
shows,
yourself.
but-
The song is called "How Bad Can I Be." Look it up. The Lorax, "How Bad Can I Be." That one, yes. Go ahead and look it up. That song kind of says everything you need to know about the movie. It is the villain song for the Lorax.
Wait, I thought the villain was the short, tubby guys.
Spoilers for the second half of the movie, but yes, because then of
I get it.
that's the problem. The first half is already terrible and pointless and everything. And then there's still half the movie to go, which is even more pointless and was never in the book and isn't any good.
Meta, come over here and check out the guns we have. Now we can make all the guns. Okay, so there's the advanced weapon crafting up. Now I just need to wait for everything else, and we need more circuit boards. How did we run out of circuit boards? Oh my lord. And we need more coal.
Like, the whole point of the One Slur, he's a metaphor for the entire concept of industrialization, and especially industrializations at all costs. He shouldn't have a face or features.
He's a
He's
metaphor-
a metaphor more than an actual character.
Yeah, he's a metaphor for all of the, uber-rich billionaires who are just in it for a buck. All they think about is profit. They just think about short-term profits, not long-term sustainability. And then that comes back to bite them when their source
this other
of money
person had the
dries up.
idea- Some person had the idea for, okay, so obviously he needs to be able to walk and move around because it's an animated film. You need to have your characters be animated, obviously. But okay, here's how I would have done it. Have him just be the clothing, or have him be like cloaked in so many layers of clothing you can't tell who or what is underneath. So it's like just the long-sleeved, many-jacketed, like multiple hats character kind of wandering around, where you can tell which way he's facing and how he's emoting, but you can't really see much else about him, and just really emphasize the metaphor that he's kind of trapped and buried under his own artifice.
Oh man, like do the Marley and Marley thing from Muppets Christmas Carol, where
Yeah,
he's
kind of,
literally
but as
in
an entire
chains.
character. Like, okay, that could have worked. And again, the Lorax, he's too clean. He's this really sleek, bright orange. He looks almost like a walking tangerine more than anything else. He's supposed to be a forest creature. He's described as, kind of all brownish and mossy. He's described as like this weird, grungy forest spirit. Make him shaggy, make him long hair, give him some bits of moss and stuff or twigs sticking out of him. He's supposed to be this weird old man of the woods.
Kind of thing going on, sure. Huh. I guess I never thought about it that way.
It's just, again, it's too clean. It's too presentable. It's too, we need to, make it the broadest possible audience. So what do the kids like these days? Oh, we gotta add all the things the kids like these days.
Oh.
Book be damned. Like,
Because it's got to be marketable and.
Again, it feels more like a series of boxes being ticked than an actual work.
Yeah. Okay. Because here's the thing. Like, I never actually watched the movie in full. Like, again, I've only seen little bits of it. So. Alright, I guess we'll add it to the list of problems. Who did do that movie? Was that DreamWorks?
Illumination.
What? That was
The fucking
Illumination?
minions.
Wow. Oh, Zombie saying they turned the One Slur into a Tumblr sexy man? Really?
Yeah, that was awesome, meme.
Wow. It's so amazing how they can manage to screw up these movies. Like, it's not really that hard. Like,
Yeah,
you just
it's what
adapt
happens.
the movie, but then people get
It
ideas.
really is just, back in the 90s, they just let people work. Corporate executives knew to just basically hand over money, step in if there's actual straight up arguments or if production is outright stopped, but
Or if,
otherwise,
like,
kind of
actual
just
theft is going on.
let the animators and directors and writers do their damn job. But
Yeah, like,
nowadays it's, oh, we have the internet, so everything has to be connected, which means everything can be monitored. We can have daily meetings with everyone. That means obviously, oh, I gotta, man, because and I'm told over and over again that I'm such a smart, successful, talented person. Therefore, since I'm so much more successful than you, obviously I know how to do your job better than you do. So obviously I spend every single day telling you, micromanaging you.
well, and
That's the end result of all this.
they want measurable objectives. Like, they want, like, quantifiable progress. And, like, you can't do that with works of art. You gotta let them cook.
Especially when you want quantifiable progress now. Again, it's like, oh, what did you do this week specifically? Not, oh, what did you do last month?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, we're working on more concept art. We came out with a ton of different sketches, but none of them really clicking with the director, so we're back to square one. Oh, so you didn't do anything this week. So then why am I paying you? It's like, but no, that's not how the creative process works. Ugh. Idiocy. Utter idiocy. Alright, I better double check the bases, make sure the pals aren't starving. Speaking of Minions, they're making yet another Minion movie.
Yeah, because people keep watching it. Little PSA, people, if you don't want them making more of these movies, stop watching them.
I keep saying the same thing. It's the same thing with the Skyrim remakes. Like, oh, they keep just remaking Skyrim over and over. Yeah, because people keep buying it. Stop buying Skyrim. They'll, like, if you stop buying it, they'll eventually realize they need to do something else, and maybe they'll actually release Elder Scrolls 6, and then maybe Half-Life 3 will come out the same year. Oh dear, I got negative again. That keeps happening on here. This is supposed to be a happy place. Mata, we need to be more joyful. Yee, I'm smiling. Okay, but yeah, back to baddest or worst Disney movies. Yeah, based on just the ones I've seen, I would think whether you count the sequels or not, I would have to say Pocahontas. Yeah, it could be Dinosaur, but I can't remember a darn thing from that, so make it that what you will. Okay, we finally have circuit boards. Okay, I should be able to blow these up. Okay, so now we can get the advanced production line and make sure to leave a gap.
For people nerding out about some of the sci-fi and things like Project Hail Mary, I'm just thinking back. Titan AE has one of the most realistic 5 seconds of space we've had ever, really. It actually shows a quick, fairly realistic how to survive a hard vacuum in space for about 5 seconds if all you have are common supplies around you.
Oh, really? Because, gosh, I haven't seen that movie in forever either.
Yeah, Titan AE is another just, man, is that a good movie.
What's really funny is it was completely mismarketed. Because, like, the marketers didn't really know what to do with it. So, like, they just put up, like, random clips from the movie in the trailer with, like, this Christian rock going over. It's so stupid. Like, it just looks like nonsense.
This game stinks problem.
Yeah, it's like they have no clue what they wanted to market it as, so they just kind of threw stuff together and hoped it worked. And it's like, no, that doesn't work. Which is a shame, because from what I can remember, that movie was, like, I don't know if it's like, movie of the year stuff, but like, dang, was it good.
It's not that good, but it had its moments, and it's absolutely fascinating, and man, is it still worth watching.
Yeah, like, that's the main thing, is just the creativity. Like, I've become more and more a fan of, like, even if something doesn't work, at the very least, you need to support, like, new things coming out. Because, like, at least that means someone was trying. And sure, it's not going to work all the time, but at least they were trying something. We found something that didn't work, and now they just know what not to do. Simple. Man. Except nowadays, it's all just live-action remakes that nobody asked for. Where the heck is the medicine production? Did I build one? Oh, the chillet is chilling. It's so cute. Oh, you're done already. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I guess I never made medicine production, so okay, I'll just have to make the advanced version here. Meta, how are you doing on Ultimate Spheres? I've got 391.
I've got 182.
Okay. I mean, I can trade you some later, but it sounds like you're still doing pretty good on that.
It's not like I'm catching a lot of pals lately.
Let's stick the medicine workbench over by the breeding stable because that makes sense somehow. Heck yes. Look at them all build. Yeah, and so see at this table, now we can get like the super mega ultra medicine and the revival potions, which can be used to revive a down pal. Very handy.
You can also just stick the pal in storage and it'll be revived in 10 minutes.
Well, sure, but it's like if you're out in the field, you know, and your one flying pal gets, you know, randomly shot down by the billion damage rocket launcher SAM site, or like flies slightly too close to an oil rig and has a laser beam just obliterate them because like the friggin' Death Star. That happened on my single player playthrough. That was fun.
That's right. Keep a swimming pal with me.
Exactly. Okay, last but not least, large scale incubator, go. And look at that, it's done. Okay, now we can upgrade. Boom. Base upgrades are now completely done. Now throw out this electric incubator, we don't need it.
Hooray!
God, all the pals are so big. I need to pet you. Yes! Rub the Relaxaurus belly. God, it's amazing. What about the Yormantide? Yes! Pet the Yormantide. Like, this is what I want out of a mon catching game. You're getting to actually interact with your adorable creatures and, like, not put them in sweatshops and just cook them meals.
And I've said it before, but here on stream, I'll say it on record. The second Beastie Ball comes out, or exits early access, I mean, the day it exits early access, all other streams are on hold for me.
Yay, Beastie Ball. Yeah, but no, seriously.
Now.
Yeah, no, like, seriously, the second Beastie Ball comes out, it's, alright, clear the week. We're doing Beastie Ball.
So look forward to that.
We'll have to go eat Jay and Iggy, or, like, put them in belly timeout or something. Because, yeah, no, we're doing Beastie Ball. We're actually doing really well on ore right now. Okay, yeah, good. So I did switch over the guys correctly. Got them. I've got 2 on coal and 1 on ore, because we need a lot more coal. We're doing pretty good on Corallum for now. You actually forgot, right, the best armor doesn't take Corallum. It just takes a bucket of Hexalite. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we're going to go help you mine the Hexalite.
I'm still getting more Hexalite quartz.
Yeah, and I should do the same, because we need it. Oh, how are we doing on meals? Kill a bunch more of those. Doing on research and stuff. Okay, get that queued up. Finish kindling. Ahem. Dang it. A few more organs. That's okay. We'll keep going with watering and planting. Lovely. Okay, now Hexalite quartz time. Actually, I haven't poked much into this island yet. Wow, that's funny. Right, because Meta's been doing all that while I've been busy wasting time at the base. Alright, talking about Disney. Alright, DreamWorks. Best and worst movies. Go.
Prince of Egypt.
You would
Not
say
even
that.
close.
You would say that, you 2D lover.
Name one DreamWorks movie better than Prince of Egypt.
Oh, easy. How to Train Your Dragon.
That's a DreamWorks movie?
Oh, do you want 2? Okay, Kung Fu Panda.
Prince of Egypt is better than Kung Fu Panda. Oh, I'm not working arguments on that one.
Dare you?
How to Train Your Dragon, okay, fair. I forgot that was a DreamWorks movie.
Dare you, sir?
But Prince of Egypt against... Have you seen Prince of Egypt?
But it's Kung Fu Panda.
Have you seen... No, I use the word seen very carefully here. Have you actually just paused Prince of Egypt at any point and looked at any single frame of that film?
I know it looks gorgeous. Here's
Every
the
frame.
problem.
Every freaking frame.
I know it looks gorgeous. The problem is, it's biblical.
Then treat it as a tragedy slash disaster movie of two brothers who were friends and now they're not friends, and a whole bunch of bullshit happens in the middle.
Whoa, wait. Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado. I'm looking up DreamWorks films. Both of them, the composer was frickin' Hans Zimmer.
Well, that explains the music.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Because the music is also amazing. Hell, the direct-to-DVD sequel, or not direct-to-DVD sequel, but let's do the same thing again, but direct-to-DVD this time. They did basically Joseph and the Amazing Dreamcoat, but, Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, but, not the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, the actual original story. I forget what the official title of the film is. Yeah, that one also, again, it's not it's directed to VHS. It's not great, but it's actually not half bad, and the music actually still kicks ass.
Wait. I'm looking up things right now, and hang on. Did Hans Zimmer not do Pirates 1? It doesn't list him until Dead Man's Chest, which is the second movie.
I could have sworn he did Pirates 1.
Who did the music for the first one? Wait. Story based on starring cinematography, edited, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, wait. Who did the music? Okay, distributed, films, blah, 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 rough script, screenwriters, filming. Huh. Plot. We already know the plot. The plot's great. Production. Huh. Da-da-da. Wife beater. Yep, got that. Music. Thank you. Oh, Hans Zimmer was the music producer, but he wasn't the composer. The composer was someone named Klaus Badelt. Badelt?
Weird.
Huh.
Okay.
I kept thinking Hans Zimmer was the composer, but no.
Because the main theme sounds a lot like his Muppets Treasure Island opening, so...
I know, I was about to say, because he definitely did Muppets Treasure Island. I saw that in his discography. But, yeah, he wasn't... And it certainly sounds like Muppets Treasure Island, but he was not the official composer. Wow. Unless, when they say music producer, he was actually doing a lot more for it. I don't know. Weird. Well, okay, the more things we learn on this stream. Dang. Because I was walking around this whole time saying, oh, Hans Zimmer did the music for the Pirates movies. And, that's true for 2.5 out of 3 of them. Oh, what about the other pirate movies? What about the other pirate movies?
Look, if nothing else, the special effects in Pirates 2 and 3 are absolutely freaking awesome.
No. Yeah,
the
no.
Plot,
No, that's what I'm saying. Pirates 1 was phenomenal. Pirates 2 and 3 were pretty good. They were functional. And then they never made any movies after that. They definitely didn't make a Pirate 4 or 5. Ugh. Oh, dear. No. We're talking about positive things here. All right, back to...
Yeah, no, I completely forgot DreamWorks did How to Train Your Dragon. All right, fair enough.
Not? Please, I'm trying to have a conversation. Thank you.
Because, yes, Toothless is hot. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, list of DreamWorks movies. Okay, so, oh my... What? Their first film, I completely forgot about this one, was Ants. With freaking
the one that... Did anyone ever confirm that it was directly ripping off Bug's Life, or did they happen to enter development at the same time?
Hang on, let's double check. Yeah, Ants was 1998 with someone named Woody Allen, who apparently was a bit of a jerk. Something about him marrying his stepsister, or his stepdaughter. Anyway,
Pretty good parody of him in Day of the Tentacle.
Bug Life. A Bug's Life. Why does it link to the soundtrack first? Where's the movie? Give me the movie. Was also 1998. Wow. Wait. Hang on a minute. Okay.
See, this is what I thought. Ants is often accused of ripping off A Bug's Life. I thought this was just one of the world's weirdest coincidences where they entered development at the same time.
Hang on. Well, okay. I don't know exactly about development, but I can say about release dates. Ants, the DreamWorks version, was released September... globally it was... United States release was October 1998. Okay. Bug's Life, United States release was November 1998. They were just a month and a half apart.
Yeah, I think there's another one where people think Ants ripped off A Bug's Life, but no.
Ah, here we are.
They're too close.
During production of A Bug's Life, a controversial public feud erupted between Steve Jobs and Lasseter of Pixar and DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg due to the parallel production of his similar film Ants, which was released the month prior. Okay, so yeah, I think it was just a weird coincidence that they both got animated bug movie idea. I mean, as which one was of those two was better, I think they both lost.
Yeah, they kind of both lost that one.
Look, here's the problem. I have a soft spot for Bug's Life. Like, I feel like it's more just kind of harmless, fun kind of thing. Like, no, it's not good, but, like, you know, it's decent.
I haven't
like,
seen the movie in a really long time. Didn't they completely screw up which finch as actually eats grasshoppers?
I mean, well...
Isn't it a house finch? A seedy
well,
passerin?
Yeah, which... Okay, I'm not saying they would never eat a grasshopper because...
eat grasshoppers if given the chance. It's not like they're great at hunting them, though.
Well, and that's the thing, like, oh, it's an herbivore. It's not going to eat insects. You don't know how nature works, my friend.
Oh, it'll absolutely... Again, it'll absolutely eat grasshoppers if given the chance. The problem is they don't usually get the chance because they're not really good at hunting them. They don't have the beak for it.
Right. So, like, it's possible a house finch would take a grasshopper, sure, but, like, yeah, that wouldn't be... Like, if you want something that would take a grasshopper, you want something bigger and an insect eater. I mean, you're looking at, like... Gosh, like a woodpecker would be a good call.
A wren, for example, would absolutely rip one apart.
Maybe. It depends on how big the grasshopper is. Because the problem is the wren is the
Wrens
size
are pretty
of the
crazy. I can see a wren taking one.
I mean, they could, but it's like, how would they eat it? Bluebird. Bluebird's a flycatcher. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Bluebirds will do it. Phoebe, maybe.
Yeah, Black Phoebe would be another one. There's another deposit. I will say, the one problem with Hexalite is trying to find their own deposits, because they're just scattered. Anyways.
Are you talking about chromite?
No. Hexalite. Hexalite quartz.
Oh, hex quartz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beaches have pretty big clusters of.
Ooh, good idea. I'll try that. I should probably start unlocking more fast travel points around here, though.
I'm taking out another Samsite. Don't mind me.
Thank you. You are suffering so I can stroll.
I should go stream Just Cause 2 at some point. With mods, of course. The very least the mod to make the black market free.
Look to my left and you'll see what I tried. That's Just Cause, right?
Dead Rising. That's another good one.
No, it's definitely Just Cause. I said it. It must be canon. Okay, DreamWorks movies. Focus. Why? Who cares about playing games? We could talk about focusing on DreamWorks filmography. So it was Ants, then it was Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt was their second movie. That's crazy. Yeah. Third one, Road to El Dorado. Heck yes.
Hell yes.
Mwah. Wonderful movie. Love it. Beautiful.
It was Kevin Kline and... Who was the other person?
Wait, one of them was Kevin Kline? You're kidding.
Was the other one Ken Branagh?
Oh my god, it was Kevin Kline and Ken Branagh. You're right. That's insane.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's Kevin Kline and Ken Branagh have basically a gay road trip. It's amazing.
Well, the idea of Ken Branagh sharing a screen with anyone without, like, swallowing them whole with his just sheer grandiosity and ego.
Kevin Kline could pull it off.
Beautiful. Okay, I've got another SAM site. I'm gonna go hunt this thing down. Wow. Because, honestly, like, see, that's a fun movie. Like, I don't know if it's... I haven't seen it in over a decade, probably 2 decades.
It's not a great movie. It's not bad, though. Like, pure quality-wise, it's not bad. And yeah, no, it is just a whole ton of fun. Oh, and way less racist than Pocahontas, so that's nice.
The
Indians are presented as
fun.
Not super smart, but the Indians presented as they're ignorant. They're not stupid. And
difference. Like, you know, later on in the movie, you can tell the chieftain has figured out the whole, like, yeah, they're definitely not gods, but he's also like, they're harmless. We're just giving them this worthless gold, and they're entertaining.
And
so
they are helping us out, so like,
yeah,
sure.
And they are keeping everybody else happy, so like, yeah, let's just roll with it. Yeah, sure, you guys would be gods, whatever. It's like, yeah, again, he's not stupid. Yeah, no, that was a fun one.
There's so much sex happening in and around that screen, also.
Oh no.
Sorry, not between the actors, between the characters.
Oh yeah, like, they were absolutely, like, both of them are just bisexual disasters. It's glorious. The real mystery, though, is what did happen with that volcano? Like at the very, very beginning, they're having an argument, and volcano's about to erupt, and the rest of the people are panicking, and then all of a sudden he just cries out, "Stop!" And then it's like the volcano just goes backwards, and it's like, how did that work? Maybe there is some
rule of funny. That's how.
Yeah, maybe there is some higher being who's like, hey, would it be funny if these other guys thought they were gods? That's silly. Let's mess with them.
Oh man.
Glorious. Okay.
And then there's their first full feature-length 3D animated film.
I mean, it's the Wallace and Gromit guys. At least they got a paycheck. And wait, it also has Mel Gibson. God damn it. No. At least the Wallace and Gromit guys got a paycheck.
In which film?
Chicken Run.
DreamWorks did Chicken Run?
DreamWorks did Chicken Run.
I said 3D animated film.
Oh, you thought Shrek was next. No. Okay, it goes Ants.
Why did I think Shrek was like at the same time as Prince of Egypt?
Hang on. It goes Ants, October 98. Prince of Egypt, December 98, 2 months after Ants. Road to El Dorado, March 2000. Chicken Run, June 2000, just 3 months after El Dorado.
Yeah, no, Chicken Run's great.
Well, except it does have Mel Gibson in it, so it loses points. Anyway. Then there was Joseph King of Dreams. I'm guessing that was the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
There we go. That's the direct-to-DVD's quote-unquote sequel to Prince of Egypt.
Anyway, that was November 2000. So, dang, in 1 year they got 3 movies out. Good for them. And then, May 18th, 2001, Shrek. And then they discovered crack cocaine.
And then see, man, someone else had the perfect metaphor for it. It's like, the little kid comes home holding Prince of Egypt. Hey, look what I made at school today. And people just threw it in the trash can. Nah, you don't make movies like this. You'll never be successful like that. And then the kid comes home the next time holding crack cocaine. Look all the money I made selling crack. And then someone says, oh, that's great, kid. Keep selling that crack. You'll go far in life. That's basically what happened to DreamWorks.
Yeah, but at least Shrek had a good message at the beginning. Like, God, that bit at the end where she's like, I don't understand. I'm supposed to be beautiful. And Shrek just takes a finger under her chin and just goes, honey, you are beautiful. Like, yes. That's powerful.
Kudos to Shrek for, I'll say this, kudos to Shrek for having the ending that Beauty and the Beast didn't have the balls to do.
Exactly. Like, God, could you imagine if Belle turned into a beast at the end? I found art of that on a Beast guide, and it's glorious. I need to share it. It's just like, I wish that movie came out. And then it did, and it's called Shrek.
As much as I love Beauty and the Beast, yes, I will admit they did botch the ending in that regard.
Also, Shrek is the first time we've canonically had dragon sex in a movie, and like a PG one at that. I mean, it's not on screen, but, yeah, and not to mention...
donkeys have all the luck.
God, the size difference, the cozy danger going on is just, Like, that was... Look, I will fully admit, the dragon from Shrek was one of my very early crushes, and I don't feel ashamed saying that, because, like, I mean, look at her!
Crush is kind of the appropriate verb there.
I mean, look, there's a reason my body shape is very similar to that, because, like... yes. Yes, very good. It's a very good body shape. But, yeah. And then somehow, like, Shrek 2 came out, and it was, like... kind of as good, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, God, the Fairy Godmother was a wonderful villain. We got, like, a discussion on, like, beauty and, like, would you go back to being, quote, beautiful? The only thing we didn't get from that movie is, we never found out what dragon looked like. Because Donkey...
Oh, that's right.
Donkey drank the potion and became a stallion, and then... by the logic, apparently, of the potion, that meant his beloved also transformed. Because when Shrek took the potion, Fiona also transformed. But what did Dragon look like when...
Yeah, what she turned into? Oh, that's a good question.
My headcanon, she got even bigger. Like, she looks exactly the same. She just got, like, twice as big. Because it's like, yes, Because, like, why would you ruin perfection? You would just make it bigger, because that makes it better.
You're adorable. You're also hopelessly predictable.
I mean, look, I'm a simple dragon with simple tastes. What can I say? Anyways, okay. Getting back to the discography really fast. Let's see. So we had Shrek in May 2001, and then All Hell Broke Loose. We have, then... Oh! Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Haven't seen that movie.
Oh, speaking of another one, a lot of people had Furry Awakenings about.
Well, yes, but apparently the bigger problem is that it wasn't actually very good.
Yeah, no, the movie's terrible. But
That's all I've heard. I have not seen the movie myself.
Stories, that's basically the best I can say for it.
But yes, I've also heard apparently the horse from that. Yes, many people were.
Several horses from that.
Yeah, many people were very interested in that. So that's a thing. Then there was Sinbad: Legend of the Seven Seas. Was there an animated version of that?
I don't know that.
Hang on, let me deal with these chumps and I'll work on that.
Huh.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
beam
I just
sword,
got one.
by the way. The beam sword is working wonders.
You're welcome.
Bonk. And this is only with triple damage plus. Like, we could crank this up to 25 times. Really go whole hog. Bonk. Come over here. Get out.
Oh, I forgot the other good thing about Shrek 2. You can now start the trivia. Or it's a great way to date people, because all you have to do is start playing Bonnie Tyler's Holding Out for a Hero, and see if people first affiliate it with Short Circuit or Shrek 2.
Oh man, but the Shrek 2 cover is honestly better than the original. Like, no offense to a Bonnie Tyler. Like, again, wonderful person, gave us that amazing song, can't complain. But, like, the cover they did for Shrek 2 is almost better. Because the first stanza... The first stanza is done slowly, you know, like, careful, like, it sets the mood, and then, bam, it does, like, that, you know, whiplash, like, right into, like, rock mode or pop mode. It's like, right as they're storming the castle. Like, so it's, you know, it's the pump up and cheer song as they're just raising hell. It's like,
It's one of those little things that just, I know it doesn't bug most people, but it's always mildly annoying for a music person like me. She tells the pianist to put it in, I believe, G minor. He puts it in C minor.
I think it's the other way around. I think she says C minor, he says G minor, but it's like, okay, look, no one...
Dude, you had one job.
I know. It's like, what? A professional pianist should be able to tell the difference, but, like, okay, fine. They probably wrote the line before they composed the music or at the same time or something, and, like, you know, they didn't realize that the key was going to change or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I know the doylist explanation, but the what's known explanation is funny to imagine.
I know. God, it ends on such a beautiful thing. Like, it ends on her, like, finishing one of the lines. It was Shrek coming in, "Hey, you, back away from my wife." It's like, damn. You wish you get a man like that. Everyone, get yourself a partner that will beat up an entire castle for you. Like me.
And also make a kaiju gingerbread man.
Yes. Oh, God, and the joke about, you know, them running out of the Farbucks and into the Farbucks across the street. Aged like wine. God.
Gets funnier every year.
Now, unfortunately, it also had John Cleese, so turned out to be a bit of a jerk, but, oh well. Anyways, alright, I need to look this up. Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas, what is this? Okay, 2D animated thing. Oh, so they do more 2D animated stuff after a, Road to El Dorado. Huh. And after Spirit. Okay. Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas, animated movie from DreamWorks, with Brad Pitt, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Pfeiffer, and Joseph Fiennes? F-I-E-N-N-E.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer? Whatever. Can't be bothered with names.
You be nice to your 80s legends.
Isn't that Jay Leno guy everybody keeps talking about? This is where we lose everybody else in chat. I'm uncultured, what can I say? You don't come here for quality facts unless I've got Wikipedia open, in which case then it's probably true. Speaking of which, alright. After Shrek... Okay, then Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas, then Shrek 2, May 2004. Okay, and then we get into the rougher years, starting with Shark Tale. Oh dear.
Oh, wow. I actually forgot that movie existed.
Yeah, that was, well, Will Smith got a paycheck, which I guess is a good thing, unless he's a jerk, in which case it's not a good thing. I don't know. Don't know the man personally. Let's see. Then we have... Oh, Madagascar. Well, okay. So, Madagascar is important because, speaking of furry awakenings, there's a character named Gloria. And,
yes.
I will confess, a very young Domodet was very interested. Which is blasphemy because she's not a dragon, she's not a dinosaur, she's not a lizard, she's one of those gross mammal things. But, like, there's a very particular moxie and body shape she has that's, well, you know, it's very attractive. Ahem.
As for the actual movie itself, I have no blazing idea.
I remember it being pretty forgettable. Like, I remember that I forgot most of it, so... Eh.
Yeah.
Also, it's got... What's that person's name? Ben Stiller. I feel like he's just been kind of mediocre. Ooh, it had Chris Rock, though.
He's fine.
Chris Rock's always fun. Wait, was he...
Hey, Zoolander was good.
Was Chris Rock the one in a Fifth Element, or was that someone else? Everyone, we're putting this on hold. I need to look up Fifth Element. No, not Fifth Elephant. Fifth Element.
Fifth
No, not
Element's a
the
good book.
album, just the film. Thank you. Wow, 1997. Really? It's that far
Man,
back?
speaking of another movie that, like, I can't decide if it's a really good, bad movie, or a sort of bad, good movie. But either way, damn, what a film.
It's a B movie that feels like an A movie, and that's a compliment. Like, mwah, 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 mwah. I love Fifth Element so much. Like, God, Bruce Willis is obviously there, but he's doing a great job. Like, Mila Jovovich is doing a fantastic job, and Gary Oldman is just eating the scenery. The man is like, nom. I am going to be like the mustache-twirling villain, and by God, he came in there and he earned his paycheck. Okay, it was Chris Tucker. It wasn't a Chris Rock. It was Chris Tucker who was doing the, shall we say, influencer.
Which exhibition are we doing? Crystal Sakura Cavern?
Yeah.
Celestial Sakura Cavern.
Can you do it? Because I've got all the pals in my box.
Oh,
so...
yeah, I can't, because I have no pals in my box.
Hang on, I've got another effing Sam site. I swear, either these things are respawning or there's just 3,000 of them. It's probably
there's
the
just
latter.
a lot of them.
It's
Especially
probably the
there's
latter.
more of them the closer you get to the boss.
Yeah. I'm trying to just get the fast travel point for the boss so that we can use that later on. And yeah, it's a bit of an odyssey here. Super Domadet Odyssey. We're just beating up some chumps. Ooh, level 63. Yay! Where are we? All right. Let's keep rolling with the discography while I keep beating up these idiots. After Madagascar, DreamWorks did... Oh, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Dang, I haven't seen that, and I really should, because...
I haven't seen that one, and that's another... Oh, man, I just get that to watch. I've heard it's good. It's Wallace and Gromit. How can it possibly be bad?
Exactly.
I really need to just sit down and watch, like, all the Wallace and Gromit stuff just back-to-back or something. There's so few of it I've actually seen. Even Chicken Run was pretty good.
Honestly, like, okay, I do remember enjoying Chicken Run. It probably wasn't actually that good, but, like... Because, you know, Mel Gibson was in it. But, like, yeah, I do remember enjoying parts of it, at least. And, gosh, like, Wallace and Gromit, the most recent one, Vengeance Most Foul, like, that was actually really fun. So, yeah, I do need to give Curse of the Were-Rabbit a try, because that does sound like something I need to check out. Here, let me go back and get the, Expedition online. Now that I have a fast travel point. Oh, and I skipped a fast travel point. Whoopsies. Nah, whatever. Anyways, after Wallace and Gromit, we have, yes, Over the Hedge. That wasn't bad.
It had William Shatner in it.
It did have William Shatner in it, and they were trying to bank on his star power, which was an abysmal idea, but, I don't know, like, it was inoffensive. Like, it's not bad. It's okay. Although it does also show turtles as being able to get out of their shells completely, which is completely wrong because that's how you kill a turtle.
Yeah, that's like if you could rip out your own spine.
Yeah, and ribs. Don't get ribs. But then again, Mario's been doing that since, you know, the first game, so... Anywho's. I don't know. Okay, it probably doesn't actually hold up, but I don't care. I will retain my joyful memories of it and leave it at that. What's next? Flushed Away? What the heck is this? Wait. Okay, I think
Ian
I've seen
McKellen was the antagonist.
I
That's
think
right.
I've seen a poster for this once. Never
That's
actually...
all I know about it. I've never seen it in my life.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this was more during a DreamWorks Dark Age. Speaking of Dark Age, Shrek the Third. So, all the praise I had for Shrek 2 doesn't apply to Shrek 3. Best thing we can say about it is that Justin Timberlake got a paycheck. That's it. They even wasted Dragon. They had her show up, and then she didn't do anything. It's like, bah! Wasteful. Wasteful, wasteful, wasteful. Okay, after that was Bee Movie. Hey, did you know that the bee is unable to fly, but the bee doesn't care, so it flies anyway?
I keep thinking that quote is from Doctor Who for some reason. Full disclosure, I've never seen Bee Movie.
Like, okay, so I haven't seen all of Doctor Who. In fact, I've only seen 4 episodes. But, like, it could be. I just know it as being from the opening of the Bee Movie because everybody and their mom was quoting that.
Which RimWorld mod? Oh, it's the Vor mod. It's the Vor mod where every April Fool's Day they start sending messages in game that's just the entire text of the B movie, just so that confused people post it on Reddit and try to ask which mod is causing it to do this, so then everyone can out them that oh, you're running the Vor mod, that's why. So they out themselves. It's funny.
What? That's hilarious. Oh god. Ah, those pranksters. What utter silliness. Ah. Anywho's, yeah, never seen that movie. By all accounts, it was bad. I'm, yeah, gonna be just avoiding that one in principle. Oh, now, okay, back to good. We get to June 2008 with something called Kung Fu Panda. I love that movie. It's fun. Jack Black's probably a jerk, and at this point I don't want to know about it because I also like Brutal Legend, and I want to preserve those cherished memories. But yeah, God, Kung Fu Panda is fun. The only bad thing, like the worst thing I can say about it is that they wasted Jackie Chan. Because he got like 3 lines in the movie total. Apart from that, yeah, just again, like, fantastic. Like, God, the way they defeat the villain at the end, it's like, And the whole thing with the dragon scroll being like, oh, the blessed chosen thing, and it's like, yeah, okay, we know where this is going, and sure enough. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, back to bad. We have Madagascar 2. Never seen that. As far as I can tell, it's bad. Oh, then we get to a more controversial one, shall we say, because speaking of my group, so, you know, obviously there's the Giantess crowd, which I'm not a part of, but hey.
Monsters vs. Aliens?
Monsters vs. Aliens, yep. That was an awakening for many a person, so I am told, and more power to them. Like, again, I'm a dragon on the internet. People have funny tastes. It is far from me to judge them.
It's kind of talking fish person. That's another one that, full disclosure, I've never seen.
Yeah, see, I've never seen it either, so I can't actually judge him whether it's good or not. I think Stephen Colbert was president of the United States, though, which is hilarious. Yeah, so, obviously, it's a very important movie for certain people, and, hey, you know, can't judge, more power to them, that's wonderful. For myself, never seen it, probably never will. Then we get into March 2010. With a movie called How to Train Your Dragon. 11 out of 10, no notes. Okay.
Yeah, no, it actually is a really good movie in its own right. And
yeah.
Then there's also the fact that Toothless is hot.
Yeah, like, that's the beautiful part. Like, okay, Toothless alone would have made the movie fantastic, but then it actually had an excellent script, like, serious conversations going on, like, and it's just so beautiful. Like, both in writing and in looks. Like, it's like... And you have frickin' oh, God, I'm blanking on his name now. This is terrible. Who was Stoic? Oh, he's someone really famous. Gerard Butler, thank you.
Gerard Butler.
And it was Jay Baruchel, you know, the comedian. They hired a comedian to be the main character, which was genius. 2 of the most quoted lines, thank you for nothing, you useless reptile, and da-da-da, we're dead. Both of those were improvs. Jay Baruchel was ad-libbing into the mic. They kept it in, and it's like 2 of the most quoted lines from the movie. God, it was fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, and it also had a Christopher Mintz-Plasse. It was fantastic, you know, a bunch of others. Yeah. Dang. Beautiful movie. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Deserves all the awards, and I'm glad they didn't ruin it with a live-action remake that nobody asked for. Ahem. Next up, back to the bad, we have something called Shrek Forever After. Never seen it. Apparently it's horrible. Moving on.
Apparently there's like one scene where after reality has warped, Fiona starts like riding dragon into battle or something, and it's like a freaking awesome scene, but you know, it's actually a pretty good 30 seconds, which doesn't excuse the next 90 minutes.
Yeah, apparently it's not great. So, yeah, probably not going to talk about that one. This is really funny. They're alternating bad and good, because next we have a fantastic movie that's better than The Incredibles, Megamind.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to The Incredibles.
I still tell people, if The Incredibles is a good movie, it's not... Here's my opinion of The Incredibles. It's a good movie. It's not a kid's movie.
Exactly.
That's the problem. It's a kid's movie when it's not.
It's a dark Iron Age comic book kind of story, where, like, yeah, you know, the good guys don't really win.
Movie. Especially since preteens are the ones that usually want to start seeing real subversions of the script and everything, and boy, howdy, does it deliver.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a character tell other characters to their face, this is not a kid's movie. Kids shouldn't be in it.
Well, not just that.
That is just basically a statement Mrs. Incredible makes at one point.
She literally says they will kill you if they get the chance.
No, even before that, she literally says, "This is not a Saturday morning cartoon show." That is text. Like, no, this is not your Saturday morning cartoon show. This is
you remember those?
opposite.
Yeah, she's saying like, you remember those shows you watched?
Saying to the audience, "This is not a kids movie. Kids shouldn't be watching this."
Yeah, but they market it as a kids movie anyway
whatever.
because Disney.
I digress.
But
yes, for another superhero subversion movie, a movie that subverts a lot of superhero tropes, but is actually a really good kids movie also. God's Megamind is so good.
Oh my god. Freaking Will Ferrell and David Cross bouncing off of each other was
Would you
amazing.
not interrupt? I'm busy having an existential crisis with this plastic desk toy.
Well, then, sir, I think this is a bad idea. Yes, it is a most evil, wicked idea. No, not that kind of bad. It's not like there are some ideas that are good, bad,
So
but
I know you think it's a bad idea from a bad perspective. I don't think this is really a bad idea from a good perspective. Oh, you don't know what's good for bad.
It's like, yes, that's hilarious. Oh.
God, yeah, no, David Cross and Will Ferrell just bouncing off each other for the whole movie. It's so good.
And the whole thing where it was pitched as it being, it's going to be, the Megamind versus a Metro Man. And then Metro Man just I guess spoilers for the movie, Metro Man just straight up dies a third of the way through. And it's like, crap. And then, Megamind realizing, victory isn't really worth it. It's like, in fact, now I'm sadder. Because now I've lost my rival.
Don't hurt either. They picked some good tunes.
Oh yeah, when he's just bouncing down the street to Highway to Hell, but the second it's about to say hell, they, try to cut the music off, but it just keeps cycling back to the beginning, because Minions keeps fumbling the controls. So they get away with never using the H word in the movie, and it's like, he can get that PG rating kept. God, the part where they meet up with Metro Man later, because it's like, the reporter's like ranting at him, like, you abandoned the city! You left it in the hands of, gestures to Megamind, him! I mean, no offense or anything. Megamind's like, no, I'm with you. It was a bad idea. Like, I agree.
God,
letting me take over the city was terrible.
That's another great moment, is when they're first, in Metro Man's lair, and then, more spoilers for the movie, but then when Metro Man steps out, when he first steps out and catches sight of them, it's not voiced. You can see him mouth, "Oh, shit."
Yeah, now they don't voice it, so again, keeping the PG rating, but like, yeah, he actually swears because he's like, "Oh shit, they found me." Oh, fantastic. Dang it, I missed the site again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, after Megamind, we have Kung Fu Panda 2, which, actually, I think that was also good. I actually haven't seen much of it.
I'm going to turn in my furry card for this one. I've never seen Kung Fu Panda 2. Apparently has like one of the greatest villains ever put on screen ever. Apparently Shen, or the crane thing, whatever his name is apparently like the best written villain ever of all time, apparently. I don't know, I'm sorry.
Order, but like, yeah, from what I've heard, like, again, I've only seen clips of it, and what I saw was good, but, yeah, apparently it's actually really good, so, probably have to add that to the watch list at some point. After that, Puss in Boots, the first spin-off. I've only seen...
I don't think I've ever seen the movie either.
I've only seen bits of it.
That was the antagonist in that one? I forget.
The antagonist was, spoilers, Humpty Dumpty, who was pretending to be Puss's friend, but was actually betraying him, but it turns out that was just because he was misunderstood, so he becomes good at the end anyway.
Okay.
There's a bit of a macro moment with where it turns out the Mother Goose is like 20 or 30 feet tall. But apart from that, yeah... I don't know. Again, I've only seen clips of it. I was working at a video store, so it was playing on some of the TVs as like, a sampler kind of thing. So I've only seen bits of it. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I don't think I'd actually go out of my way to watch it.
All right, hold on. Side topic. Fuck off, Palworld.
Oh no, what did they do?
I didn't realize certain bosses now, to enter their sealed realm, you literally have to beat certain other bosses first. I literally have to go find these other alphas and go beat them up before I'm allowed to take on the boss here.
Oh, and it gets worse.
Damn it.
It gets worse, because I think if I want to join in, I'm going to need the tokens for the other guys too. So I'm going to have to wait for them to respawn, beat them myself, and then be able to join you.
See, this is the kind of MMO expansion pack problem I'm talking about, where, Palworld, you had a perfectly good thing in the base game where you can go, it's an open world game. You go in any direction you want. As Dominic showed, do you want to take on Quyvern as like the second boss of the game? You can. It's not necessarily a good idea, but you can. You can just go in any direction, take on any boss you want. Isn't that nice? You're not getting frickin' railroaded.
Yeah, and now it's like, spoilers for the tower, by the way. Double check the tower, because we will also need to kill certain bosses in order to access the tower boss.
Are you fucking serious?
I am not joking. Yeah.
You could have told me that earlier.
Try to enter... Well, I wanted it to be a surprise. I mean, it's supposed to be a blind run for you. What the... Oh, I forgot to actually blow up the SAM site. Right. Okay, after killing everyone, hack the panel. I don't understand why I can't just use the missiles on my missile jet dragon to shoot the SAM site, but I guess that would make too much sense.
Again, Just Cause 2.
Yeah, but I got it. See, my big problem with Just Cause 2 is you never got great weapons. At least not handheld. Like, yeah, you could hijack any vehicle you wanted, but that's assuming they had good vehicles around.
Yeah, and the tether was merely good instead of the absolute god tier it is in Just Cause 3, but eh.
Yeah, and Just Cause 3 also had the wingsuit, so you really could just tether the ground
wingsuit. Just Cause 3 started with the always online bullshit and the leaderboard nonsense and a bunch of other garbage. Look, I've played it, I've beaten it, I immediately uninstalled it.
Meta's giving me the horror stories. Like, we just need Just Cause 2 with the wingsuit and some more quality of life features. Like, that's all we need. We don't need
just some quality of life features, maybe some better mod support, maybe a better engine.
We don't need the online leaderboard BS-ery. Like, that's just silly. No, we're not trying to prove to our friends that we're better than them. It's kind of the same problem I have with Mega Bonk and those other types of games. Like, I'm not trying to flex on my friends. Like, stop. In fact, I'm feeling self-conscious about that. Like, stop doing that. Bunch of goobers. Anyways. Alright. Discography. Let's keep plowing through these. We did Puss in Boots. Next, Madagascar 3. Never seen it. Probably horrible. All I remember is the stupid donkey with the zebra with the stupid afro, because that's all anybody in the store was quoting. When it came out on DVD or Blu-ray at the store I was working at, it even came with a free rainbow wig. That's how desperate they were. Moving on.
Oh, they went to the search for the third one? I thought that was the second one. That's how little I know about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what the second one is. I'm pretty sure they're being chased by, like, the Interpol or something. I don't know. Anyways, next up. Rise of the Guardians. Apparently it's good because it has Sandman in it. Moving on. Oh, yeah, and because...
someone else pointed out, man, every single scriptwriter must have been banging their heads on the desk so hard when that came out, thinking, damn it, why didn't I think of that? Just take all the public license characters, do a team-up movie, but since they're all public license, the licensing is dirt cheap, if not free, so it's really, really easy for a studio to pick it up.
Yeah, it's like everybody talking about, like, oh, the dream movie is, Power Rangers plus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles plus Kamen Rider plus, but, oh, wait, we can never get all the licensing for that. It would bankrupt us before we even started. So, use public license characters. Have Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, a Sandman, and I can't remember who the fairy is, and Jack Frost
as our protagonist.
Yes, all team up. And yeah, the friggin' Easter Bunny is friggin' Hugh Jackman. It's amazing. Wait, Jude Law? It also had Jude Law and Alec Baldwin? And, wait, and Jack Frost was Chris Pine? Wow. Huh. They really got some talent in there. Well, okay, they got some star power in there. Talent is a little more questionable. Anywho's. Gorgeous. Anyways, so I don't actually know how good that movie is. Never seen it myself, but it has Sandman in it, so it must be amazing. Next, let's see. Let's knock out the other three bad ones. Crudes, Turbo, Mr. Peabody, and Sherman. Bad. Moving on. Then
I held in special hatred Mr. Peabody and Sherman because, man, I actually like Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends, damn it.
Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends, okay, it is incredibly dated. I'll give you that.
But time, it is very slow, and it is very, even for the time, it was badly animated. So, yes, put up with it.
Come on, it's a classic. Like, that's like, criticizing the Flintstones or something. Like, look, it was ancient, and at the time, it was revolutionary.
Reviews at the time were, it is an excellently written radio show that happens to have some nice pictures to go along with it. Deal with it.
But
it's
Peabody
great.
and Sherman is so funny. And, yes, there's no background. Yes, it's very slow, but, come on. Yeah, so then they tried to make a 3D animated movie, and, oh boy. Moving on. Oh, okay, here's the part where Meta goes ballistic. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh, it's not me who goes ballistic. Oh, chat, do I have a story for you?
Oh, no.
See, I still remember this. I saw this in theaters with Domadet.
Yes, we saw it together. That was a mistake.
I still remember, to this day, Domadet was very quiet, getting out of the theater, I was kind of asking, hey, so Domino, what do you think of the movie? It's kind of like,
Well,
wait till
okay,
I'm in
here's the
car.
problem. The problem was I was still living with my parents at the time, and my mom was around there, and I didn't want to say anything in front of her because she liked the movie, and I want to, you know, have her like me.
We get
So
into the car.
I was staying very quiet.
Donut proceeds to unleash one of the most virulent tirades I have ever heard from him in my entire life.
Yeah, no, the second I got in the car, the second I got an earshot of my mom, I was just, what the was that? I just start screaming.
I still maintain, to this day, the first 15 to 20 minutes of that movie are absolutely jaw-droppingly amazing.
The first half.
I really cannot speak highly enough about the first half of that movie. Showing what their society looks like now, some of the stuff Hiccup comes up with, some of the setup he has is really cool, kind of like adventuring kit he has with him is so cool. Actually getting to see him show off his real gadgeteering chops and just hang out, just dick around with Toothless.
And, oh god, like, the part where he's trying to, like, you know, the fight, you know, he's playing around with Toothless, like, the fight with Vikings and Dragons is back on. He's trying to, like, grapple Toothless. Toothless just gets, like, this, like, bored look on his face, stands up on his hind legs while Hiccup is trying to, like, grapple his torso, walks over to the edge of a cliff, and so, like, the second Hiccup looks down and realizes there's a 300-foot drop, he's like, oh, crap! It's like, Toothless 1, Hiccup 0. It's like...
It's so good.
Oh,
it's so much
hilarious.
fun. It is a damn shame that movie mysteriously cuts off right around the 30 to 40 minute mark, and there is no more of it ever.
Hang on. So then Hiccup gets to, I mean, spoilers, not spoilers. Hiccup gets to meet his mom, and that's amazing. We get to see what she was up to.
Oh, yeah, his mom was also really cool, and
also a badass.
God, so the way Hiccup first kind of like gets the dragon's attention there by actually taking one of the gas cannons of his sword, deliberately spraying it, and then igniting it all in one go, it's just genius. That's so cool. I want to see more of that.
God, and the part where she finally gets back and sees Stoic for the first time in 20 years, and he sees her for the first time in 20 years, you know, and he's just like speechless, just gazing at her, and she's just like, well, come on, say something, you know. He just cups her head and just says, you're just as beautiful as the day I lost you. It's like,
it's so good. It's so good. But it's just, and as you can imagine, then that really makes the second half all the more jarring when, like, you built up so much goodwill. The movie was doing so well. It was like, oh my god, this might actually be as good, if not, it might actually be better than the first one.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the movie happens.
And then it all went to hell in a handbasket. Like, their villain, I kind of
like
get
15 minutes. It's just,
I get the idea behind the villain. The idea is they wanted a counterpart for Hiccup. They wanted like a dark reflection of, like, you know, a genius inventor and, you know, leader of dragons who instead uses his work for evil. Like, okay, I kind of get that, but like, I'm sorry.
Like, he got kicked out, and like, cause society wasn't ready for him yet, and so he's kind of like, he's what in a better movie, he's what Hiccup could have been if his dad had fully rejected him.
Well,
he is the guy who was actually kicked out, and
kind of, but here's the thing. They did that better in How to Train Your Dragon 3, because that villain was also a dark reflection of Hiccup, who uses his inventions and his leadership of dragons for wicked ends. But the difference is, like, the one from How to Train Your Dragon 3 had, like, a charisma, a charm. He's like this oily snake kind of guy, and it's like, see, that works. I like him. The problem is the How to Train Your Dragon 2 villain is just so forgettable. He's just like this big grunt, and it's like, well, oh, he's also supposed to be a genius. Yeah, sure, whatever. Tell yourself whatever you want.
It's
anyway,
just
no. The big one was the part where Stoic dies. That was absolute BS. That was the moment the movie broke my heart. I was like, no. There were a dozen different solutions they had than Stoic sacrificing himself.
I've actually sat down and wrote out about 2 or 3 ways they could have done that so much better.
They should not have killed Stoic. Like, I get the reasoning. They wanted Hiccup to become the new leader, and the easy way is have the old leader abdicate. No, have him retire. Let him be with his damned wife for the first time in 20 years.
He found his wife again.
Yeah.
Give him, that's enough of the reason to retire.
Yeah, what they should have done is let him and his wife retire, have him settle down, you know, with his new dragon pals, and just, you know, watch his son grow and flourish as the leader he knew he always could be, or, well, you know, discovered he could be after he stopped abusing him. Anyway, point is, like, no, don't kill him, damn it. It's like, that was the moment the movie broke my heart. That was the movie, it lost all things,
and it's
so...
just the way, and the whole concept of alpha was so weird and out of the field, and just...
The whole alpha thing, it feels like some, like, you know, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan thing. You know, like Super Saiyan Blue, where it just comes out of left field. It comes out of left field, like, it's undeserved.
Disney
it doesn't...
sequel problem. It's just...
Yeah.
It was so out of nowhere. So dumb.
So, yeah, that's my problem with How to Train Your Dragon 2. I have an extreme, extreme love-hate relationship with it, by which I mean I absolutely love the first half, I absolutely hate the second half. So, it's just... yeah. It's complicated. Okay, did you not... I'm kind of... Why are you in the ground? Whatever. Still, I'm just knocking them out. They're just fainting. See, look at little swirly eyes. Little swirly eyes. Peachy, peachy. Peachy, peachy. Ah, never get tired of that. Where'd my mining go? There it is. But, alright. So, rant over. Back to the happy place. But the happy's back. Ah, just in time for another winner from DreamWorks. Penguins of Madagascar.
Never seen it. Next.
Yeah. I've seen clips from it. The clips are funny. I have no idea if they're going to be able to sustain that over an entire film. So, yeah, probably the best
Probably
I didn't
not.
see that.
So,
Okay.
the Penguins are kind of a one and done joke. There's only so many jokes they can do, and they were always supposed to be just okay, they do something funny here for 2 minutes. They can't carry a 90-minute film.
Yeah, I feel it's kind of like the...
It's like the Minions getting their own movie.
Exactly.
They're never supposed to be able to carry an entire film.
Exactly.
They can't.
The Minions worked best when they were a supporter. Like, Despicable Me 3, like, the best parts is cutting back to the Minions and their utter insanity they're getting up to as filler in between the, quote, main plot, which is serviceable. Or is that Despicable Me 4? No, it's Despicable Me 3. Yeah. Like, the main plot is serviceable. It's inoffensive, it's fine. Like, yeah, it's not going to win awards, but it's not bad either. But then it just keeps cutting to the Minions to just get the antics of what they're up to, which is even funnier because then you have to imagine what on earth they've been up to in between. Because, like, it'll, like, smash cut to them in a different situation and with different things going on. It's like, you have to imagine how on earth they got there and what they've been doing in the meantime. It's, like, beautiful. So I feel like it's the same way with Penguins with the Madagascar series, where, yes, in Madagascar 1, they're hilarious, because it'll just cut to them doing something silly, but it works better as, like, an in-betweener between the more, you know, banal plot. If that makes sense. It's kind of like getting, like, you know, good mashed potatoes that have, like, amazing bacon bits sprinkled in, where it's like, you know, sometimes you just get regular mashed potatoes, and like, oh, it's pretty good, it's alright, and then you get the, like, the most delicious bacon bits you've ever had, and it's like, oh, that was a good spoon. Oh, yes. You know, it wouldn't really work as much if you filled it with nothing but delicious bacon bits, because then you're just going to get a heart attack. Anyways. Okay, now we're on to a movie I've never even heard of. Home. Wait, this was the one where they got the dude from Big Bang Theory, isn't it? Because it's showing... It's that purple alien with the cat.
I've never heard of this one.
Starring Jim Parsons. Yep, it's the Big Bang idiot. Well,
is it the Autism Speaks guy?
Well, it's a I Am Woe.
Sorry.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, hang on.
I shouldn't blame him personally for it.
Wait, hang on.
It's just
is Jim Parsons actually a good guy or is he a bad guy?
No. Sorry, I don't mean the actor. I mean just the Big Bang Theory in general. Gods, I hate that show.
The Big Bang Theory, the best thing we can say about it is they got an actual doctor to be one of the... Like, they got an actual female doctor, like, honest-to-God PhD on the show, and that's the best we can say about it. Moving on.
Man, it's once again, who did more damage to autism? The character of Sheldon or Autism Speaks? Because, man, there's a debate.
Look, here's the problem.
I really don't want to have.
My mother, who I love very much, watched that show religiously, which is amazing because she's an atheist. But moving on. Okay, people, could you not? I'm trying to loot stuff. Thank you. Rude. Anyways, yeah, so my mother, who I love to death, you know, watched the show religiously, so unfortunately I had to watch bits of it, and it got worse and she started watching Young Sheldon ridiculously, and here I thought it couldn't get any worse, and then it did. God, Young Sheldon had a D&D episode that was just... Moving on. Anyways, enough ranting about bad things, let's rant about bad things. Yeah, Home is the one, I think the alien's name is O, because, like, everyone says O and rolls their eyes when they see him. I remember that much from the trailer. Never seen the movie myself. I'm going to assume it's awful. Moving on. Next up, Kung Fu Panda 3.
Oh, there's another bad Disney movie. Or was it Disney one? Mars Needs Moms. Oh, man, go look that one up.
Oh, good God.
You mentioned Aliens. It reminded me. There's your other bad Disney movie.
Wait. I need to look that up. I just need to share the screen for Wikipedia at this point. I don't think I'm doxing myself because there's nothing listed on here. Oh my god, it was Disney. Oh, but it's animated, so it wasn't in their... Wait, no. What? Why wasn't it in their filmography
Disney
lineup?
movies are animated, boyo.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it was technically a collaboration or something? I don't know.
It's just because they're trying to sweep it under the rug.
Probably, because, yeah, again, I've only seen clips of that movie. Haven't seen the whole movie in its entirety, but of the clips I've seen, good heavenly God. Let's, yeah. What is it? The less we say about this, the better. Ugh. Oh, shit, my inventory's full. I need to go back. Moving on. Hang on, we're trying to talk about good things. Which is why we're not mentioning Kung Fu Panda 3 or Trolls or Boss Baby.
Actually, I'll say one thing in favor of Boss Baby. At least the trailers understood. At least the trailers have like the one and actual good scene in the movie. So anytime you think about watching it, just watch the trailer and you're like, okay, I've watched the only good scene in the entire movie.
Yeah, like there were like 1 or 2 funny scenes in the trailer, which is like great. Now I don't have to watch the movie. Moving on. Yeah, same thing. Have never seen Kung Fu Panda 3. Apparently the bull antagonist is hot. Wouldn't know. So other than that, like, eh. And then there was Trolls. Oh god. This is a point for my mom. She grew up loving Trolls. That is the original, you know, like 1980s, 1970s incarnation where they were actually ugly, but that was kind of the point. Like, she loved them for that. And she did not like the new Trolls movie, or at least she didn't like the trailers, never saw the movie itself, and so I will give her a point for that. At least she had good taste on that particular day.
What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of a troll in Central Park. Never mind.
Oh god, no. Oh wait, speaking of, wait, was that Disney? Was that Don Bluth?
No, that was Don Bluth.
Oh god, that explains why it's so
Oh,
bad.
for people
Boom.
outside the U.S., you may be wondering which movie I'm talking about. You may have heard it as Stanley's Magic Garden.
It completely changed names between countries?
A lot of times when they localize outside the U.S., if the title references a specific U.S. landmark or monument, they'll change it to something else. So a troll in Central Park, they may not know what Central Park is. It's in Central Park of New York City.
Well, why didn't they say a troll in the garden in the city?
I don't know.
That feels like a less silly name if you ask me, but whatever. I'm not a media mogul, so I guess I have a bad opinion.
Anyways, yeah, no, that one's terrible. Moving on.
Yeah, okay. Now we get to something potentially good. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. I loved Captain Underpants growing up, and from what I've heard, the movie is doing very faithful to the books. Which is to say, you know, very silly and very over the top, but that's kind of the point. So, that's probably worth watching. I wouldn't know, haven't seen it myself. Next. How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World. Okay, this is one I have mixed opinions on, because parts of it are really, really good, and other parts of it are not as bad as How to Train Your Dragon 2, but they're also not, like, wowzers. Yeah.
Okay,
like
there is one thing that is flat out 100% amazing about that movie, and chat, do I have a homework assignment for you? You have a video to watch. It is, I sure hope, still somewhere online. An actor named Kit Harington is in that film.
Oh god, no, he was in the second one.
No, that was the second one? Ah, damn it.
That was the second one. Yeah.
Videos from.
But no, I know what you're talking about. Continue.
Okay, so as part of that, the studio realized, hey, so while we've got Kit Harington here, why don't we just do some comedy bits where basically behind the scenes with Kit Harington, basically blooper reels for a different... We're gonna like pretend we're filming a live action film and do Kit Harington acting alongside his new actor buddy, Toothless. It's basically Toothless in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because the premise is that they're filming the, quote, untitled fantasy TV drama where, you know, Kit Harington is playing this, you know, northern bastard who's leading his brothers into battle, and it's definitely not Game of Thrones, because we can't sue us, except now he's supposed to be starring alongside Toothless.
So they actually took the time and effort to animate Toothless and all his antics alongside a live-action Kit Harington. It is incredible.
I'm linking it in Discord under... movies and TV. People need to see this.
Oh god, it's just Kit Harington, you know, pulling out sword and shield, rah! And then Toothless kind of just looking at him clueless. Mate, that's so cute.
God, the other time when he's just walking around set, it's like, you know, I'm supposed to be looking like all dark and broody for this, but half the time it's because I just can't remember where I left my keys. It's like, it's him making fun of Jon Snow and just all the nonsense he's doing.
It's so good.
But it's
so good.
Later on, it's them reading the script. It's like, I still don't understand what's going on here. First I'm dead, now I'm not, and I still don't know who my mother is. It's like... Oh, yeah, that clip alone, I believe that's after the second movie, not the third, but yeah, no, it's glorious. Because I believe he is in How to Train Your Dragon 3, but only for like a couple lines, so it doesn't quite count. Matter of fact, he only got a couple lines.
They blew all the budget on him in 2.
He only got a couple lines in How to Train Your Dragon 2 as well, and that doesn't really count either. Wait, were you able to launch the expedition with my pals? Or did I do that?
No. Pretty sure you did that.
Wow, I just completely blanked from 45 minutes ago. That's what streaming does. But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 3. Like, okay, Light Fury is fun. The main villain is, like, good. I don't know. I'm not super wowed by him, but, like, yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. We could do worse than that.
Light Fury is hot, also. That is another one.
Yes.
A lot of
oh,
ones.
yeah. Oh, yeah, and I can't blame him. Like, heck, honestly, there's some art of her that's like, ooh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, please. I will leave it to your imagination, chat. Go ahead and look it up. Anywho's. But, yeah, and then the rest of the movie, like, although I will say, I mean, okay, spoilers for the end of the movie. If they didn't have the very end where Hiccup is able to reunite with Toothless even after Toothless, like, takes off for the other world and something, like, I would have been furious. Like,
and given how badly they'd fucked up the second movie at the drop of a hat, I was kind of a little nervous about that.
Like, yeah, like, towards the end of the movie, I had, like, my fingers crossed of, like, please, stick the landing,
yeah,
and
just don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up.
And by George, they did it, and good for them. Oh, shit, I think I'm peeking the mic a bunch. Hang on, let me scoot the mic back a little bit. There we go. I'm getting excited, and that means I'm getting loud. Because that's what dragons do when they're excited. Anyways. Alright, so yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 3 is good. Not as good as the first one, but at least it's not as bad as the second half of the second one. It's probably worse than the first half of the second one, so I don't know. Point is, it's worth watching. Like, I would say that much. Give it credit for that. Ooh, the kindling work speed. Yes, we can finally do that research. Fantastic.
I was going to say, that one needed a ton of flame organs.
Yeah, but fortunately we're ranching them, so... Alright, now we're getting into DreamWorks movies I've barely even heard of. First was Abominable in 2019. Something about an abominable snowman? Okay.
No, I'm thinking of Smallfoot. I said, oh, the one with the Yetis. Wait, no, that one's called Smallfoot. I don't know one called Abominable.
Yeah, no idea. Then there was Trolls World Tour, which they played 3 million ads for. Going to assume it's awful. They made a sequel to The Croods?
There was a second Croods?
The Croods: A New Age in 2020. Sequel to the 2013 Croods. Why?
Wow.
They were really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I did not know that.
Then they made a sequel to Spirit Untamed in 2021. What?
Might actually be better than the first one.
And then there's a sequel to The Boss Baby. I've never heard of any of these. And then...
Yeah, I have no idea.
And then there's a movie called Troll Hunters: Rise of the Titans, which sounds like a movie I should be interested in, because that sounds like it has macro involved. Written by Guillermo del Toro. Oh, and a few other people who probably ruined it. It is the finale of the Tales of Arcadia franchise with Guillermo del Toro. Okay, which includes the television...
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on all of this.
The television series on Netflix, Troll Hunters, Three Below, and Wizards.
Yep, still drawing a blank.
I got nothing. Anyways. Okay. Oh, alright. So now, DreamWorks got the bad stuff out of their system. Now we get back into the good stuff. First up, The Bad Guys 2022. Now, chat, I have a confession to make. I haven't actually seen this movie. I'm sorry!
Apparently it's... Yeah,
I need to turn in my
really
furry
Apparently
card.
It's really, really good.
Everybody and their mom and their
Apparently
dog.
It's like just Utopia, but actually good.
Yeah, basically. We're like, everybody is drawing art of Mr. Wolf and Snake and Mr. Snake and Mr. Shark and frankly, and Diana. Oh, good God, is there art of Diana?
Oh, yes.
I will leave it to your imagination, but suffice it to say, if you can imagine it, yes, someone did it. Yeah, the R34 is running strong with that series. And I can't blame them, because, yes. Anyways, and apparently the movie itself is actually good. So, yeah. Probably one I should watch one of these days. Just never gotten around to it. And speaking of good movies, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Who would ever think that the sequel to a spin-off to a sequel to Shrek would be, like, one of the best kids' movies ever made? At least, you know, one of the best kids' movies in the last 5 years or 10 years. Because, We finally have a villain who's
Yeah.
not misunderstood or, oh, they're just have a change of heart. No, he is a 100% bastard. He's Donald Trump. He's just Donald Trump. It's perfect. And then they have freaking Death in there as a wolf. Who's just, Speaking of...
Oh, speaking of
of
a lot
art.
of people like that
Oh
character.
boy. Oh boy. Yes, there's been much art of that character. So yeah, and apparently the movie itself, like, yeah, it's just great. Like, it's apparently well written, well paced. The villains are actually fun to have. Imagine that. Yeah. Okay. Servants, do not, please. Excuse me. Thank you. Rude. Anyways. Okay. And unfortunately, they used up all of their good movie energies. Now back to bad, and more movies I've never even heard of. Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, Trolls Band Together, Orion and the Dark, and Kung Fu Panda 4. Wait, Kung Fu Panda 4 was the one with the chameleon, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, I think I've seen clips, like, you know, a trailer for that, where, yeah, I think the antagonist this time is a chameleon who can mimic, you know, everybody, which means, oh, you know, she can mimic every single good fighter ever, but I'm assuming the twist is going to be that she can only mimic their moves, not their passion, so that's why she loses, blah, blah, blah. Don't know, never saw the movie, don't care. And then the previous 3 movies I mentioned, no idea what they are, never heard of them before, so that bodes well. Anyways. Okay. Now we get back to good. This is really fascinating. They're just alternating. With the wild robot, I did see that on a plane, and I can affirm that, yeah, that was actually really good. Like, it's not the most original story known to man, but yeah, it's well executed. You know, it's well paced. It's gorgeous to look at. It's yeah, like I wouldn't call it, you know, movie of the year or anything, but yeah, that was a success. And then Dogman. From what I've heard, Dogman is phenomenal. Never seen it myself. Where it's based on a book also by the Captain Underpants guy, so it's probably right up my alley. I've just never seen it. I've never read the book, but by all accounts, like, it's just like the quintessential... It's basically like, you know, Axe Cop or Inferno Cop, but G-rated. Where, like, it's just absolute bananas, and, like, that's kind of the movie's whole thing, and it just runs with that, and that's, like, apparently that's really good. Okay, next up. The live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. Moving on.
Yeah. Come
Moving
on, people.
No.
You already knew this one was going to be terrible.
No. Like, you can't... Okay, I need to go off on a side tangent here. It's kind of a gripe I have about remaking these live-action remakes in general. Here's the thing. I wouldn't have as much of a problem with live-action remakes if they remade bad movies. That's the whole point of a remake. A remake should be taking a second crack at something that didn't work. Like, Disney, here's your gauntlet. Make a live-action remake of The Black Cauldron. Like, that's the kind of thing you should be doing. Take a concept that...
Don't remake a Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, or like a live-action remake of Herbie and the Love Bug. Make it work this time. Like, take a property that didn't work and try and make it work. Like, that's the challenge, you know, and it's like... But no, they're taking movies that are already amazing or great and are making horrible copies of them just so that they can try and make a quick buck off the nostalgia idiots.
Went down of how many possible ways can we make this worse? Good, do all of them.
Yeah, like, I've told this story before. I walked out of the theater most of the way through the live-action Beauty and the Beast just because I couldn't... It was the moment they got to the Gaston song, and I was looking at the live-action version thinking, God, the animated version is 20 times better than this. I want to just go watch the animated version instead. So I just walked out. Apparently I missed a part towards the ending where they did confirm that LeFou is gay as frick, and Mrs. Pot actually gives him some life advice, and he does a heel face turn. That does sound funny. I'll give them credit for that. Doesn't make up for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it's a cute 30 seconds. It doesn't make up for the other 90 god-awful minutes.
Yeah, like, no. That doesn't save the movie. Sorry, folks. Yeah. ugh. Like, yeah, I want to say... So, kind of the same thing with the How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake. Like, they only did it because they knew people would cram into theaters for How to Train Your Dragon. Whoop-de-doo. Well, guess what?
Another little tip. Another reason you're seeing a lot of live-action remakes is because, see, when they make a 3D animated film, the workers are called animators and are usually unionized and have to get paid and everything.
And
if it's a
union
live-action
fees.
remake, now suddenly all that CGI you're still using is now they are now being done by VFX artists, and you can pay them for pennies.
Yeah, because what they'll do is, since it's VFX, they don't need to go through unions. Instead, they can auction it to the lowest bidder, where they'll just, send out a contract, and whoever promises they can do it for the least, in the quickest, fastest time with the least money gets the job. Guess what? It's always going to be a half-assed job, and there's no passion going into it. People are talking about, like, God, the 3D quality in the original 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the only ones we talk about, was actually really good. Why don't movies look like that these days? And the answer was because they paid out the nose for the 3 Pirates movies, and it was made by actual animators.
Not even out the nose, just what the animators were actually worth.
Because they pay the unionized animators who had actual passion going into their work, who actually wanted to do a good job, and it reflected in the work. Like, even today, the animation holds up. It's great. Whereas nowadays, you're getting these VFX artists from these overseas companies working for as few pennies as possible in the fastest amount of time, so it always comes out looking like trash. Like, yeah, and it looks decent, whoop-de-doo, but like, no. Like, there's no passion or craft going into it.
It's really passable at best.
Yeah, it's like, nah, that doesn't work. So, like, it's just endemic these days. Like, again, it's getting back to the consumer thing of, like, people, please, have standards. Don't go watch live-action remakes. Don't encourage them to make more of these. Make them make something good by not paying for the bad. Alright, that's enough of my old man yelling at cloud moment. So anyways, back to DreamWorks. And actually, we're almost done here. How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake. Terrible. Go watch the original. Moving on. But then we get back into good with Bad Guys 2. Now, again, I have to turn to my furry card. I haven't seen it, but by all accounts, it might not be quite as good as Bad Guys 1, but I've heard it's still really good and definitely worth watching.
There's a scene where Mr. Shark vores Mr. Snake. What else do I need to say?
And for those who are the proctophiliacs, there is, if you thought Bad Guys 1 wasn't delivering enough for you, there's extra scenes in Bad Guys 2 where they, run with that. So, for those with that particular taste, hey, Christmas came early. Oh, it actually did, because it came out in August, so it would have been just a few months, or, 5 months before Christmas. 4? Or whatever, I can't do math while I'm streaming, you know that. And then, last but not least, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie? Okay, this might actually be the least.
I have no idea.
No, wait, How to Train Your Dragon live action exists. It can't be the least. This looks like a merchandising ploy for these Kinder Egg Funko Pop kitten-looking things. And it's live action with CGI. Lovely.
Okay.
I'm going to assume it's not very good. Okay, and then coming up, we have Forgotten Island, Cocomelon the movie. Hang on, I need to look up these two because I haven't heard of these before. Forgotten Island, upcoming, blah, 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 written and produced by DreamWorks, voices. Okay, so it'll be 3D animated. Inspiration on Philippine mythology. Ooh, okay, so it's their response to Moana.
Oh,
gotcha.
Okay, that's actually, maybe it's something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to be positive here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that could work. And then Cocomelon the movie. What is this? Oh, it starts way down at the bottom. Hang on. It's a children's YouTube channel operated by Candle Media-owned Moonbug Entertainment. 3D animated versions of nursery rhymes and children's songs. Huh. See, I don't have a kid, so I
And
don't
that's
keep up with
supposed
this.
to hold an entire movie?
I mean, maybe, if they do, like, a best of, or they do, like, like, multiple, like, nursery
90
rhymes.
minutes? YouTube videos aren't very long these days.
Well, I mean, look, I'm just saying on paper that could work. Because, like, yeah, montage movies are fine. You just stick a bunch of fables together. It's all public domain, so you don't have to worry about licensing, and away you go.
Man, that's what I really miss. Speaking of, like, just put a bunch of music on screen. You know what I really miss? Fantasia.
I was about to say
Man,
Eureka's
that was
Castle,
good.
but...
Both of them were good.
Yeah. Man, Disney really needs to do another Fantasia. Like, it as a celebration of both 2D animation, which they need to go back and do, and as music. Like, Oh god, Fantasia 2000, the section with a Rhapsody in Blue, and like, you know, this Disney-fied version of New York, and like, oh, it's gorgeous. Like, it's heartwarming, it's fun, it's Rhapsody in Blue, so the music's fantastic. It's like, god. Like, it's that kind of stuff. Like, Also, there's a scene in the Donald Duck doing Noah's Ark to a pomp and circumstance bit where he starts getting squashed by the elephants. That made its rounds in the furry community. I'm sure you can imagine who. Anyways, but okay, so now DreamWorks is doing a film version of this Cocomelon. For anyone who has kids, I'm assuming you do it. And Meta, I need you to promise something. I need you to promise.
What?
I need you to promise not to peek your mic. I'm just checking on Wikipedia, which is never wrong. And one of the upcoming DreamWorks movies is a live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon 2. This is that scene in Ferris. This is that scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This. Oh man, I should have led with. Hang on, Meta, give me a second. Hang on. I gotta mute Meta for a second so I get this thought out. This is that scene in a Ferris Bueller's Day Off where they realize the car's been, instead of being driven for a quarter mile, it's actually been driven for like 300. You know, like Ferris just turns to the camera and says, "This is the part where Cameron goes berserk." Smash cut to just full mouth scream. Ah! It's like that's what we're faced with here. So, can't wait to see how they screw this one up. I mean, they already did because it's live action, but oh boy.
Look, I know we just said they should do live action remakes and ones that weren't very good, but like, come
You know,
on, folks, you know they're not going to do this one right.
I get the distinct impression they're not going to make any changes to the script, and I get the distinct impression.
They absolutely will, but they're just going to make whatever changes some corporate executive insists that they tick the boxes on, which means it's going to be even worse.
No. Hiccup's mom needs to have, like, you know, a double D rack and needs to be in a bikini at all times because we need to market it, or I don't freaking know. You know what? I can even pretend.
No, that's sexuality. Remember, Dominic, sexuality is bad.
Look, I cannot even pretend to understand what goes on in the coke-filled mind of an executive, so I have no idea what they're, you know, frothing at the mouth out about it this time after, you know, the Gen AI spat out a billion-dollar idea for them because, God forbid, they come up with ideas themselves. I don't know. Look, moving on. We can beat that dead dragon all day long, and it's not going to make a darn bit of difference. Just, please, people, when it comes out, don't watch it. Go watch something else.
The critic had a whole episode just on this lesson. If the film stinks, just don't go.
Please.
There was a whole episode of The Critic on this.
Let it bomb. Let them realize they shouldn't keep doing this, and let them actually make something else. Heck, I'd take a How to Train Your Dragon 4 over a live-action remake of 2 or 3, or 1 for that matter. Like, honestly, I'd rather see them try something, like anything. Well, I mean, I say anything, the monkey's paw is going to curl, and they can do something utterly asinine, but I mean, actually, no, they already did something utterly asinine, so it can't get any worse. Boom. Oh,
it absolutely can. Oh, the monkey's paw just curled another finger.
Oh, no. Okay, Meta, how about this? Prince of Egypt live-action remake. With, like, the cheapest VFX you could possibly get. Like, one person, you know, in, like,
isn't that
South
just your
Korea,
typical faith film?
One person in South Korea working out of their basement to do the VFX.
Again, isn't that just your typical faith film?
Hey! I mean, you're not wrong. Dear. And now we just lost all the rest of our viewers because they're all hardcore Catholics. Anyway. Actually, that's a lie. They're furries. They can't be Christian. Boom! Alright, moving on.
There's a few.
And anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, the last upcoming film, they actually have something working on, because there are 2 more films that are untitled, so we can't count those, but the last one that DreamWorks is officially working on is, surprise, surprise, Shrek 5. Speaking of sequels nobody asked for. Okay.
Wasn't the whole plot of 4 just about doing Shrek 1 all over again?
Well, the whole plot of Shrek 1 was doing a, Oh my god, I'm forgetting that movie. What was it? Wonderful Life. It's Wonderful Life, but Shrek version, where like it's seeing what life would be like without himself, and him realizing his actual life isn't so bad, and him realizing fatherhood isn't so bad, and him coming to terms with that. So it's like, what on earth are they gonna do for 5? Okay, here's my demands. DreamWorks. Here's the thing. I will let you do Shrek 5 as long as we have like a 20-minute scene of Dragon going absolutely hog wild in a city.
Yeah,
like,
it really, the core of the film will depend entirely on how many scenes of Dragon are in it.
Here's the problem.
And, like, good scenes.
In Shrek 3, they have Dragon hanging out with the rest of the girls, doing, like, a girls' day, like a girls' tea party kind of thing, where they'll just chat, which is phenomenal. Love it. They never when the actual bad guy army shows up, the Dragon just gets, like, whipped, or, like, roped up with, like, a couple ropes, and now she's out for commission, can't do anything to save him. Bull crap! Let her kick ass! Like, there's that little bit towards the end of Shrek 1 where, like, you just see, the guards standing around the wedding ceremony, and then just, boom, just Dragon lands in the courtyard, earth shaking, all the guards start running, and Donkey just says to her, like, oh, you go have some fun, we'll whistle if we need you. And she just nods gleefully and then goes chasing after the guards as the camera pans out, but, you know what she's doing, and, like, give us footage of that. I want to see that. Like, speaking as a macrophile, the problem is we haven't had a good Rampage scene in a very long time. Like, they used to do stuff like Coopzilla, or, heck, Knuckles the Iguana from the DuckTales animated series. So, like, every cartoon had a bit where, like, somebody went Godzilla for a while, and it was glorious.
For goodness sake, the Men in Black animated show had a whole episode on this.
Yeah, which wasn't bad. I mean, for God's sake, Galaxy Rangers. The freaking Galaxy Rangers from the 80s had the Bronto Bear episode, which was amazing. Like, it's like a grizzly bear crossed with a brontosaurus, so it's like 300 feet tall, and the villain's plan is to wake it up from hibernation early so it's pissed off, so it'll wander into the city and smash all the buildings so the evil guy can buy the city for dirt cheap and then build his oil rigs on top of it. It's like, that's beautiful. You just deliberately piss off the kaiju to have it smash the city for you so you can buy it out from under the beleaguered refugees. Like, wow, that's so diabolical. Ooh. And like the Bronto Bear itself, it's so cute.
Is just buy up all the property in the area and then charge whatever rent you want.
I mean, that's just modern America, but anyways. But yeah, and the Bronto Bear itself is adorable. It's like, and it's like so big and earth shaky and yes. Like, I mean, obviously, the sound could use better work because nobody ever does foot stomps correctly except Coopzilla. But it's like the rest of that is good. But, like, the problem is nowadays, nobody does that. None of the live-action movies, none of the animated movies are doing it. None of the TV shows are doing it. You know what I'm waiting for with Bad Guys? Is they do the episode with the Big Bad Wolf. Like, the part where Mr. Wolf goes...
there's one book of the Bad Guys where Mr. Wolf goes macro.
Yeah, where he, gets infected by a meteorite or whatever. Because it's after it's revealed that the hamster dude is actually an alien. Spoilers. Not spoilers, because it happens, like, really early on. Anyway. But yeah, where, like, Mr. Wolf gets, like, infected, so he, like, turns into, like, Attack of the 50-Foot Wolf kind of thing. I'm like, oh, man, if they do that, they had better do that justice, because otherwise I will be pissed. Hang on, I need to go beat up the cops. It's the evil cops, don't worry, it's allowed by Twitch. Oh, hey, Dumber, hello. Wait, good morning.
Oh, hello, Dumber.
Day 15. Go to bed. No, I know, it's got the whole time something going on. Speaking of England, actually, that's another thing. I've been watching some of the old Top Gear, the 2003, 2004 run, the good stuff. It always floors me how easily the British can do an American accent, but how hard it is for an American to do a British accent. Like, if I wanted to drop into a British accent, I could kind of do it a little bit. Like, fortunately, I've been listening to Top Gear quite a lot, so they've been doing a lot of that accent themselves, so I can sort of pull it off. But the problem is they keep using words like lorry and bonnet and biscuit, and it sounds so strange to my American ears. Whereas them, like, Jeremy Clarkson was dropping to an American accent like there's apple pie flowing through his veins. Like, he'll be talking along in his normal voice, and then all of a sudden he switches out with his slightly southern twang, and it just comes off his tongue like he's been speaking it for 40 years. I'm jealous. You Brits have it easy. Or maybe we just have a really stupid, simple accent. Anyways. Actually, what was really funny is one time we were hosting a French teacher at our place. She was doing like an overseas studies thing, and so she was at our house for a week. And it always shocked me that she was speaking English with a British accent. It wasn't an American accent. She was speaking with a British accent. And then I realized, oh, because over in Europe, they would learn English with a British accent because that's what they're dealing with all the time. They're dealing with the Brits. So naturally, they learn to speak the British way. So it's like, oh, right. And obviously, she spoke fluent French as well. She was, in fact, a French English teacher, which is to say she was a French-speaking, French nationality teacher of English to other French people. French students. Whatever, words. Yeah, that was fascinating. The more you know. Gling!
Hey, sorry, Dumber, you missed us go through a whole bunch of DreamWorks movies. How are you doing?
Yeah, Dumber, you missed our gigantic rant on Disney and DreamWorks and both the good and the bad. And the, oh dear God, no. What the heck was that? Something just growled in-game, like, right in my ear. Was that like the Reptile?
I'm going to arrive at base. Does that help? Or is it a pal nearby?
What the fun times is this? We're haunted. Ah, no, not the chest. Here. Is it someone up here? What the flip was that? Okay, we've got a ghost apparently, and now my jet dragon is doing this. Wow, I'm just barely touching the keyboard, and my jet dragon is doing full-on donuts. Yeah, I think there's a bug going on where, like, when I mount on a creature, it suddenly teleports. It thinks I'm, like, 20 feet behind where I actually am.
Oh.
Oof. Weirdness. Ow, I'm full. Okay. And send him out for more stuff. You. Get here. Drop some stuff off. Drop a little bit more off. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let me double check research. Okay, handiwork is done. Kindling is done because we don't need hatching speed. Watering's getting there. Keep bringing that. Dumber, you're tired? Yeah, isn't that a mood? I just feel like I'm tired all the time, which is weird, because I'm trying to exercise, I'm trying to sleep well, but I'm just still always so exhausted. Ugh. It's just something in the air or something. I don't know. But how have you been? Anything fun going on? Any new games? Movies? Whatever? Here, well, they're responding. Meta, do we have enough recipes or enough ingots for anything?
Nope. I'm working on Gatling guns.
Gad ducking famine. Oh, resources. Let me check the other bases, see how they're doing on resources. I think I switched them over to getting stuff, and we have 2 oil extraction bases, which should be plenty. Because on my solo playthrough, I will say just a single oil extraction base is plenty if you're patient. Like, you know, because I was single, I had to do a ton of other things myself, so I kept futzing around everywhere. And I'd come back and there'd be enough oil. Dumber saying, not really anything going on, haven't really played a game for a while now. Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Anything
missing out.
interesting?
That's another thing I've been doing is I've been avoiding AAA games lately and just focusing more on indie or single A or double A like this, and it's like, there's so many gems out there. It's amazing. Like, you really, like, Steam, you know, obviously, you know, going through the discovery queue, like, most of the time it's either X-rated things I'm definitely not interested in, because it's all boring humans, or it's a, you know, just more zombie stuff or more racing stuff or just other stuff I'm not interested in.
So we need a lot more of now is especially plasteel. We have plenty of palmetal. We have almost enough palmetal ingots, almost enough carbon fiber, and almost enough ancient civilization parts.
Wait, we don't have carbon fiber ancient civilization parts, really? Okay. Well, that can be
Ancient civilization parts we have plenty. It's carbon fiber we're a little low on. I'm going to work on that.
Well, we are mining coal, so you can always do that. Or you can burn the wood into charcoal and then turn that into carbon fiber, but it's slightly less efficient. You know, we could turn on wood chopping. Should I do that?
Nah.
Okay. Okay, is anybody drowning and or starving to death while drowning? No? Okay. Gotta make sure, because people are goobers. Oh, yep, the Mimog. Oh, nope, the Mimog got out. Thank goodness.
Hola gato. Gallo redeemed self-care.
Oh, thank you. Ow. I just ripped it a bit. Thank you. Hello, Gato. How goes things on the wrong side of the hemispheres? Across the equator. Chop some garlic and get garlic fingers? What? The heck does that mean?
Oh, did you say your fingers smell like garlic?
What? What is that referring to? What were you talking about?
Realize you are meat and can also be seasoned.
I mean, I'm plant, but continue. I mean, you can also season plants. I mean, I guess I could turn my paws into garlic, but I feel like somebody would try to eat them or saute them or something. Oh, I see. That's what Gato was saying. Is that what Meta was saying? I thought Meta was being poetic. Nope, it's just Gato. Gato is the wise one. Meta is just the mouthpiece. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. God, I'm so glad we got alpha pals everywhere. They're just so dang big. Heck, look at the Tarantrus. It's as tall as me. Person-sized spider. But an adorable one. Actually, that's a lie. Most spiders are adorable. Oh, Gotcha's saying it was a Tumblr post. Gotcha. The wisdom of the internets. Huh, that would be an interesting idea, though. It's like me just turning my paws into garlic and just, like, walking over a hot pan, just sauteing myself. I don't know how to be able to do that without removing nerve endings, though, which is going to be tricky. So, maybe I'll hold off on that. Alright, now goes the smithing. Just about there. Oh yeah, let me swap out my party, because they're level 60. Yay. Whoop. A visitor has arrived at the base. The trouble with visitors is 9 times out of 10 it's somebody, not useful. Actually, no. So far, at least in my personal playthrough, every visitor has been, not useful. But maybe those will be the exception. Who knows? Alright, visitor, what do you want? Sorry, our dinosaurs are kind of squishing you over there. I'm not apologizing, actually. It's a benefit.
Oh, and Dumber's saying, I don't really have contact anymore with the people I normally play stuff with. Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We're either, you know, time schedule's gonna be a problem, but like we're always, I mean, we could do Palworld, we could do Abiotic Factor. I don't know what else we're doing. Trouble is, yeah, you're 8 or 9 hours, 7, 8, 9 hours ahead, something like that. So, Meta, do we need any like leather, bone, horn, high quality pal oil?
Not really.
Then again, I'm pretty sure.
Here, check. Go over to the gun place, check Gatling gun, and then try to make 2 of them. That'll tell you what we're missing. I think it's mostly plasteel at this point, although I think we're still missing a little bit of actually pal metal ingots.
But the point is, we've got enough hexalite for now. That's fantastic. Okay, can you guys stop interrupting our workers, please?
Karen on YouTube, Karen45X, can we play together? Well, like, play what?
Like in Palworld? I mean, maybe? I actually don't know how well this would work. I have to coordinate so on. We're also playing in, like, little baby mode. We're not playing the real Palworld with the real settings. Oof. That'd actually be a good question, though. Like, especially for stuff like Abiotic Factor or something. Maybe opening that up for more people. Since it seems like scheduling seems to be a problem with that game. Of course, I think one of the other issues is we need to have somebody else have the save file, because if...
Also, a factor takes a little more investment. There's a whole lot of levels to grind up.
You know, that is true. The problem is a newcomer would have to... They'd start at level 1 and everything. Now, the good news is it shouldn't take long to level up, because, you know, we've got all the... Like, we've got, you know, the weight set, we've got the exercise bike, you know... and training, the rest of it shouldn't take too long. Something to discuss. I think first and foremost, we just need to make sure somebody else has the save file, because this is becoming an issue. Oh, heck, food. That's right. Oh, wait, you just cooked up a ton of minestrone. Thank you. I better check the other bases, make sure they're fed. We also need to cook up some of the Memorest meat. And we have 240 Memorest meat. Good lord. Yeah, we can make some of that. Boom. Perfect timing. Just finish the ingots. Okay, we have over 1,000 hexalite ingots. I think we're doing good for now. So let's work on the rest. Definitely plasteel, for which we are running out of paldium. Don't worry, that's fixable. Especially with all these. Boink. Make up all those, please. And while you're doing that, let's bring some palmetto ingots. I need another 400.
Demar asking, the red metal is new. Yes. So with the new update, they made yet another metal to grind for. And it's quite tedious.
It's even more obnoxious. Yeah, so in the previous update, they had hexalite be in the top tier, where hexalite quartz isn't too bad. It's just like pure quartz, so you just mine it wherever. But then chromite is a pain in the butt, because you have to scan for it with the metal detector, and you can't find it until you're within 20 feet of it, so blah. Really wish they'd patch that to make that easier. And then, but wait, it gets worse, because then we have corallum ingots, which take corallum ore. The only way to get corallum ore is to use the crafted powerful fishing magnet and go salvaging for the salvage flotsam in the ocean, and it's a right pain in the butt. And I'm on single player, I can tell you it's even worse, because you don't have somebody to send out and go do it. Like, I spent the first hour and a half of this stream just grinding corallum ore, while Meta was actually getting progress elsewhere. Blah. Really hope they patch that. Gato saying, suffering today because you can no longer say the word Latinos use for America because Twitch removes your comment from the chat. And then realize my regional cussing is also banned. I can no longer speak my slang in Spanish streams because of English platform censorship.
Yep.
What?
I'm real sorry,
God.
but yeah. Oh yeah, it's as usual. Corporate executives and especially like credit card processors are now just basically trying to take over the world, and it really sucks. And people still want to do something about it.
It's the frickin' 1600 Puritans all over again, only this time they're now, like, affecting everyone globally with their idiocy. It's like, oh, we need to be clean-cut and in God's own image, and we think of the children. It's like, shut up. You are tired old men with your narrow-minded view of the world. It's 2026. Grow up. Ugh. God, it's like, it's really these people with more brains than sense. In fact, it's like, or I should say more money than sense. In fact, it's all money and no sense. Utter nonsense, in fact. Ugh. Right. Meta, come over here and get your curry. I'll put it in the cell chest. I'd put it in the last slot of your feed bag after the rest of the stuff so it doesn't get accidentally eaten. But you can pull it up for boss fights, because that's a 25% attack boost, and that's significant. They think of the children. They think of it while browsing Ink Buddy. Exactly. And remember the Epstein files were released, and we had confirmation that they were up to explicit stuff with minors, and nothing happened? No consequences, no criminal charges?
We now have confirmation, actual smoking gun fact, that a lot of the people currently still outside of jail have done things that they should be in jail for.
Yeah, and it's like there's no consequences for it. It's just a, oh, well, that just happened. It's like, shut up. Shut up. They're only getting away with it because they're uber rich, and because, oh, blah, 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 and because one of them's running the king country.
Well, nominally running the country.
Oh, dear, we got
think he is.
political again. My bad. That seems to be happening a lot these days. Can't imagine why. Well, it's certainly making my psychiatrist rich, I can tell you that.
A Venezuelan friend could harass Americans because he was sad about Maduro being taken away. Oof.
Wait a minute. No, wait. Wood is Madera. Shoot, I'm trying to... Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
Wasn't that the president we kidnapped straight out of the plot of Bad Dudes, except we're the bad guys?
Hang on, here we are. Nicolas Maduro. Venezuelan politician, former union leader. Oh, yeah. He served as the president of Venezuela from 2013 until the United States intervention in Venezuela in 2026. Wow.
By intervention, you mean assault and kidnapping?
Yeah. They, quote, according to Wikipedia, launched a military strike in Venezuela and captured incumbent Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro and his wife. Wow. So yeah, Trump just straight up kidnapped another president because he's King Trump.
Because he's trying to distract people from the Epstein files. That's what that's same reason that this administration invaded Iran. Same reason this administration is pretty much doing a lot of things. Trying to distracting people from the fact that he should be in jail. Ugh. Can you tell it's getting late in the stream?
Yeah. Well, we've also been rather cranky throughout. Like, it's been a weird day. We were supposed to be doing Abiotic Factor, and then that plan fell apart, and other stuff is going on. It's just... Well, and, you know, like, okay, here's my thing about politics. Like, I'm running into an increasing number of people who are saying, oh, no politics in this Discord channel, no politics on my B-Sky, please. Like, and, like, here's the thing. I can understand that to the point, because, frankly, at this point, there is a war going on. It's a morale war of, like, there is actual so much BS going on in the world right now that it's just, like, the human mind can't cope, or at least the human mind, if they have any ethics or morality, can't cope. And so I can get shutting that away, you know, and, like, just needing a breather from it unless you go insane. So that's valid. Like, I can't complain people for doing that. But it's just, like, they do also need to remember this is still going on. It is
the problem
definitely
is, look,
affecting them.
Take breaks when you need to. Save your energy. My advice, save your energy when it'll actually be useful.
Yeah.
If reading up on it right now wouldn't help, then don't do it. That being said, there's a difference between, like, saving your energy and flat out, like, giving up altogether.
Zombie saying, I wouldn't mind someone kidnapping Trump, but it raises troubling issues about national sovereignty. Exactly. It's like Trump saying, oh, I'm actually in charge of Venezuela, you're not. I get to decide who's president or not. Like, no. No. Like, that's equivalent of a declaration of war about saying, I have a claim on your country and I'm going to conquer it and run it for you. Like, no. Like, it's just utter asinine. Oh. Silly, silly people. So, sorry, getting back to the political thing. Like, I'm just saying, we will be talking about political stuff on this stream. I understand if that's not everyone's bag, if they need to take a break from it, but it's just, personally, I like, okay, I have stopped doom scrolling, I will say that. I have made sure to stop going through B-Sky. Like, I've stopped using the following thing on B-Sky because it's full of a lot of people retweeting
I thought I uninstalled the B-Sky app from my phone. That's one of my secrets. I only browse it on for about an hour a day, tops.
I can understand other people reposting political stuff. Like, again, keeping things in the news. Like, that's not a bad idea, especially with, you know, news suppression and all that. It's just, like, I can't take much more of it. So, and same thing here. Like, yes, I will talk about political stuff. I fully understand if that's not everyone's cup of tea. Perfectly understandable and fine. But it's just, you know, it's something I feel needs to be addressed.
And Dumber asking, how long will you stream and need to drive for work now? Well, we'll probably stream for about another 20 minutes, but yeah, if you need to go for it.
Yeah, it'll only be another 20 minutes or half an hour, so, like, but yeah, if you need to leave early, please do so. I mean,
the VODs will be uploaded on YouTube if you want to catch up later.
Elsewhere, the VODs will be uploaded on places.
Or, sorry, elsewhere, excuse me.
Can't use the Y word because the Twitch overlords will get pissy. Oh, shoot, we still need to make the armor, too.
Oh, yeah. One thing at a time.
Okay, I guess guns first, because that's the more fun one. It'd be nice to
actually... I'm now able to enter the stupid tower, because I just killed all the stupid bosses, so I guess you can do that also.
Okay, now, $1,000,000 question. Gatling gun or laser Gatling gun?
I made both, so... Or we can make both, so I guess, I don't know, one of each.
Let's start with the laser Gatling gun and see how that feels, because I hope that's an upgrade to the Gatling gun. Wait, except how obnoxious is the ammunition? Let's see. Regular Gatling gun is Palmetal, ingot, and gunpowder. Gunpowder is charcoal, and sulfur. So it's basically ore, palladium fragments, wood, and sulfur. Okay. With that in mind, laser Gatling cartridge takes electric organs, 5 of them per 10 shots, and plasteel. Ugh. I mean, it's doable, and eventually we will have plenty of plasteel, but right now that's going to be a bit of an ask. Because the gun itself takes 630 plasteel to make. Wait, why are you saying we're running out of ancient civilization parts? We have 900, we only need 38 for each.
I didn't say we were, I just said it needed them at all.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. Well, heck it, I'm taking the laser Gatling. Go. We need to show off something fun on stream. And what's more fun than Gatling guns? Look at how long it takes to make. This is all 4 of them working flat out, and it's just...
To be fair, legendary parts do take a lot longer to make.
Yeah, it's like... madness. Oh. Research is complete. Excellent. Okay. More crop knowledge, please. Thank you, Yormantide. Vomiting all over the spinners like you do.
And Doe was saying, I would have played you in the background, but I need longer than 20 minutes, so have fun, take care. Oh, thank you, have fun, drive
Thanks
safe.
for being here. Gosh, we have to take off now. Like, that must be a really early work. Please. Drive safe.
Depends on the time zone.
Well, if they're saying good morning, it's probably on the other side of the Atlantic. Oh, wow, we're actually running out of chromite. And I think we will need a little more hexalite, so...
Gatto, sorry, we didn't get your messages? Have we not been reading them?
Not gonna lie, kind of surprised you guys didn't get my messages. Guess I'm talking to a wall, because you get it. I mean...
Was that
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you did post a previous one there, and we missed it. Pain Dio, I love when people can't have an opinion of their own country with them getting harassed by Americans living in the comfort of their own home. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're getting back to this, like, you know, certain people in America thinks it's #1, it knows best for everyone, you know, it's going to decide...
America is the good guy, and by definition that makes anyone we are fighting automatically the bad guys, typical moral superiority jingoist bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever did happen to that wall anyways? Did they finally stop building that because someone grew half a brain cell, or what happened to that? Man, I don't even remember that stupid wall they were trying to build back in like 2018.
Well, I mean, yeah, the promises, and of course, I'm going to assume it didn't actually work because, you know, it gets him elected.
I always thought they just gave up halfway through, I assume, and just embezzled the rest of the budget.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume they built, like, you know, a 10-foot section fence, and it was like, right, that's it, we finished the campaign promise, time to go spend the rest of this on crack.
Alex is here. Ooh, had no idea your life I was busy paying bills. Need to say, well, at least you paid your bills, that's good. A little time left to go before I have to go to bed. Gonna be hanging out here. Oh, well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Yeah, again, we're not gonna be too much longer either. We're just getting some work done. Trying to. Okay, there's the silo.
I see you watch Team America World Police also. That wasn't even just Team America World Police. That was just me commenting. But yeah, same concept. That
is our comments on current, how we say, American policy, to put it as gently as possible. Ridiculous.
I love how people all say, oh, but that means you're not a patriot. You're being critical. I'm being critical because I care so much. I want us to do well. I know we can do better than this.
This is an apples and oranges argument, I'll kid you, but it's kind of the same thing with Pokemon, of like, oh, you hate Pokemon because you keep lambasting it. Of course I love Pokemon. That's why I care. If I didn't care about America, or I didn't care about Pokemon, I wouldn't be complaining. I'd just say, it's that stupid, crappy thing and moving on. But no, I want it to do better. Like, please, America, get your act together. Be a country... I want to say I'm proud to be an American, but I can't. Because that'd be a bold-faced lie right now.
Zombie Cat, the concept of parodies needs serious reevaluation. Yeah, that's kind of a separate meta commentary, but yeah, in the age of the internet now, satire and parody, we're gonna need to figure out what to do with it, which is too bad because I really, really love good satire and good parody, but it's so hard to do nowadays because nobody knows how to take things not at face value.
Well, the problem is because real life is already a parody. We all joked about Trump being president, and then it actually happened, and it was just as bad and even worse than we imagined. It's like, well, great, that takes all the fun out of the jokes, because now it's reality. Ugh, now it's not fun, it's just sad.
My random thought of the day, is Sarah Palin still around? What's she up to anyways?
Oh god, who cares?
That's my thought nowadays is, man, if Sarah Palin tried to enter the like public sphere today, she wouldn't even be the 10th craziest nut job in the room. She'd be laughed out for being too sane.
Yeah, like she wouldn't even get into the Trump administration because she's not enough of a yes man.
She was at least capable of stringing together a coherent sentence from time to time.
Can you remember when we had a president that actually knew how to spell? Who knew how to construct a sentence? God, I miss Obama.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Gato. Okay, look, I'm an American, so I don't keep tabs on international politics very well.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I didn't realize.
Wait, they did want Maduro out? Okay, this is news to me. I'm really, really sorry. I did not know
I had
that.
it backwards. Look, I don't keep up on politics because, well, at least I keep up on as little as possible because, I mean, bad news. So I'm sorry. I did not realize that the outing of the Venezuelan president was a good thing. Sorry, I misinterpreted your messaging there.
Wow.
It's a bad thing because Trump did it for X purpose. Venezuelans were like, yeah, but this is good for us, this is what we wanted. And the Venezuelans got harassed and cancels and called right-wingers. The Americans bend themselves backwards to praise Maduro for being leftist. Oh, okay, so it is just turning into a political kerfuffle when it should be just a straightforward getting another idiot out.
It is a good thing, but because the current administration did it, we all kind of assumed it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Look, can you blame me for assuming anything Trump does is being bad? Because, like, that's the current situation we're in.
That's the other part of the problem here. It's really hard. The other thing we really, really need back is actual journalism. This really does remind me of, like, 1900 all over again with yellow journalism. Even back then, newspapers were fairly new. They're a fairly new invention. No one really knew what to do with them. Well, for a couple decades it was okay, but then, guess what? Corporations got a hold of them, ran them into the ground, turned into yellow journalism. God, we started a whole goddamn war just because of bad press. That was the Spanish-American War. The sinking of Lusitania.
Pulitzer and Hearst were responsible for so many atrocities because of that BSery, and, like, now Hearst gets his own dang castle.
Ah, you can say gringo if you use quotation marks. Well done.
Heck yes, get around it.
Gringos over here, gringos over there. It's like gringos are just falling out of the sky. Wham! I don't know how well Three Amigos holds up these days. It's still my favorite joke from that movie.
I've seen it semi-recently, and, like, okay, it is drier, and it is mostly just banking on the fact that it's, you know, three comedians just doing comedian things. Like, but, like, I don't know, it's still just so funny. Yeah, and especially that scene. Hey, you'd better surrender or I'll shoot you so full of lead you could use your dick like a pencil. It's like, Glorious. Alex saying, so someone accidentally did something good for evil purposes. Yeah, that guy is in the files after all.
Oh, Gato. Oh, yeah, Gato's pointing out, I did know this one. Yes, cowboys were cultural appropriation of vaqueros. Fun fact, the concept of a white cowboy never existed.
Well, no, that's not true. However, the amount of cowboys that were white was less than 10%.
Yeah, it was a dirty, rough job, which means guess what? Guess who did most of it?
Yeah, like, we have this romanticized version of cowboys of basically being, you know, paladins or, like, you know, heroes or something. They were unionized laborers, and most of them were either Mexican, Native American, or black. So, yeah. And yeah, Mexico definitely contributed, because, yeah, they were part of that equation there, but, oh, we just gloss over that bit. No, they were all, you know, Wyatt Earp, you know, and John Wayne, and, oh, they were so good. I was like, whatever. You know, it's typical, like, whitewashing of history, of, like, we gotta make the white men look good, so here we are. Like, I'm really like. Here's the thing: we're currently in a downturn as like a species as a whole right now, and I'm hoping that
Well,
that pendulum,
particularly as a country.
yeah, us in particular as the U.S., and I'm hoping that pendulum will swing backwards. You know, we'll return to actually being a great nation, unlike what Trump pretends to be.
It's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah, like see, that's a problem. Like Trump is almost doing a genius job here because he's going to screw everything up. Then when a Democrat is elected, they are going to have to try to fix his mess, which is going to involve, raising taxes, tightening everyone's belts, like just grabbing a mop
things
and
will
bucket.
suck, which means everyone blames
Yeah.
the current president instead of the one who actually started it. See,
And then-
also poor Hoover during the Great Depression.
Exactly, because then everyone will blame the Democrats for ruining the economy and raising taxes and being evil. We'd better get those Republicans back in. Everything's good with Republicans. Yeah, because they ruin it. They run the country into the ground. Ugh.
Oh yeah, the new God of War game. It actually looks vaguely interesting. I'm not much for the God of War series, so I'm not interested in it personally, but hey, seems all right.
Yeah, I will say we've had Dad of Boy, now we're going to have Mom of Boy, and frankly, I'm here for that. That sounds fun.
Sounds interesting. All right.
Yeah, like, I'm down for that. It also brought back air juggles for the first time in forever. Like, what's this? A God of War game actually doing God of War mechanics. Imagine that. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah,
Okay. Who's even still on Twitters these days? Okay, like, again, little
Yeah, don't.
PSA for me personally, but please get off Twitter.
No.
Please.
B-Sky is far from perfect. I'll be the first to admit that. But, like, yeah, no. You should have gotten off of Twitter years ago. Please, for the love of goodness. Yeah, no.
Alex asking, do you think the government's stuck in a cycle? Okay, this is a much, much longer conversation. Look, I am playing video games on a stream right now. This is a much longer conversation that I can have here. Long story short, there's a whole lot of political problem. Our political system is hopelessly flawed in a lot of ways that take a lot of work to fix, and all those various little problems kind of compound on each other. For one thing, it's one of the reasons we only have two parties and neither one really functions, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of an end result of a bunch of other things.
Kind of. I have two very simple fixes right now. One, get rid of the Electoral College, make presidential elections just a straight-up majority vote by the people. Number two, instant runoff voting. What that means is, instead of picking a single candidate to vote for, you rank the candidates first to last, with the one you want most down to the one you want the least. What this does is, this would solve the Bernie Sanders problem of Bernie Sanders splitting the Democrat vote. Because here's what happens. You vote, like, let's say you really want Bernie Sanders to win, and you really don't want the Republican to win. Okay, so you vote Bernie Sanders first, Democrat second, Republican third. Whoever is voted for that doesn't win, all of their first votes get downgraded to their second vote. So it switches, instead of the vote being wasted, it changes them to their next best option. And so on and so forth, until you're down to somebody with a clear majority. So what would happen is, people could still vote for Bernie Sanders freely without worrying about splitting the Democratic vote. Because their vote would then just, Bernie Sanders wouldn't win, and then he would transition down to the Democratic vote.
It would allow third-party candidates to actually have a snowball's chance in hell of actually winning.
The Peace and Freedom Party, the Green Party, whatever you want to vote for, you could vote for whoever you wanted, and you wouldn't have to worry about splitting the vote. Now, the bad news is this would also be a work against us. That would be, who was the dude who ran against Bush that allowed Clinton to get in? I can't remember that. But, so, now, unfortunately, it would mean they would also not work, so it would also mean the Republicans wouldn't have to worry about splitting the vote. But, look, that's part of the system, you know?
It would allow more than two parties to actually flourish. Did you know most democratic countries have more than two political parties?
Exactly.
Hell, instant voter runoff is only an extra. See, people think that democracy just means single vote first past the post. That is the simplest form of democracy. Single vote first past the post, which is what we have right now, a simple majority vote. Everyone gets one vote, majority vote wins. That is the simplest form of democracy. There's lots of other kinds of democracies. Hell, Ireland has a really fascinating one where it's not instant voter runoff, it's a weighted voting system where then first through last, actually, each vote is given a different amount of weight, and then it's whoever has the most weight wins, which apparently is a little more complicated, and I don't fully understand myself, but that's really interesting. That's why Ireland has like 7 or 8 different political parties. It's fascinating. They even have a fascist party. That's one of the tricks, is then that means all the nutcases are in the fascist party, but the fascist party has never gotten more than like 5% of the vote ever, and normally only gets like 1 to 2% of the vote. So nobody ever listens to them anyways.
But the point is that
It's
means
great. It allows the nutcases to just get shoved into a corner and ignored like you should. Instead of now, the nutcases are part of one of only 2 political systems in the entire country.
Yeah, see, the problem is in America, there's only 2 parties, so the idiots have hijacked the Republican Party and made it even worse than normal. Whereas in a more sane system, they could be their own separate party with their own separate votes. Oh, look at that. They only get 3% of the vote. Oh, well, better luck next time. Let's get somebody actually, like, even marginally sane into the office. Okay, what else? Sorry, we're missing a lot of stuff here. Gato. Fun fact times 2. Chinese immigration in the Wild West was very high, been there for a long time. Theories that Asians from Japan brought the noisy planks they used to detect ninjas, because saloons had noisy planks. The owners of bartenders who would distinguish who's new and who's old, who steps on which plank. Huh. I never heard that last part, but yes, we also owe a lot to the Asians. Like, oh god, the gold rush especially. Like, everyone thinks like,
Railroad
it's
construction. Do you have any idea how many Chinese people died building the railroads? It's a staggering number.
Oh yeah, the railroads too. My god. Yeah, they, Wait, sorry, hang on. Let me interrupt really fast. Let's do something vaguely interesting before we wrap up the stream. I'm going to take on the Jet Dragon with a laser Gatling gun, and we're going to see what happens. Running. Sorry, we get political again in a second. Let's do something actually entertaining.
Fire! Lasers at a dragon.
It's not doing a ton of damage, but I think that's just because of bosses naturally have like 90% damage reduction or something absurd on top of the
I swear bosses have some trait. Either their defense stat is insane or something.
Yeah, or they just naturally take 10% for damage or something. So their health bar is deceptive. They actually have way more health than that.
Still, that is a lot of damage.
Whoop. That did work. Yeah, with the Ultimate Sphere, I still only have a 6% chance. Remember, back when the Jet Dragon came out, you only had Legendary Spheres, so, yeah, it was only like a 2% chance or something. Like 1.5. Ridiculous. Yay! I got one. I mean, I got another one. Anyways. Well, that was fun, and I only went down to half health. We, might need that armor, too. But that is a problem for future us, which is going to become us. Alright, back to what I was saying. Alex, where do you stand? Furry Twitter is people who post sussy things, influencers, AI slop. Yeah, Twitter is just bots and AI garbage.
Twitter's dead.
And
Twitter's absolutely dead.
Everything you post on Twitter,
2 years ago.
Everything you post on Twitter is being stolen by Grok. They're being very upfront about that. It's being scraped
And not
for
just
AI.
stolen by Grok, but it's not even being read by anyone sane. The only people left are bots and nutcases.
Yeah, like, please.
That's the problem. Some people stay on Twitter like, oh, but my fan base is there. Your fan base is bots and nutcases. Get out of there.
Yeah, or if anyone actual, human is over there, cool, have them move to B-Sky too. Like, I know B-Sky isn't perfect, and B-Sky will also fall one day, as everybody did, but, for now, that's our oasis. We are online nomads, traveling from one oasis to the next. First it was, Tumblr, then it was Twitter.
And then, of course, there's the argument that at some point we have to stop running and start fighting, because we can't just give up the whole damn internet to them.
Yeah.
But again, at what point do we actually stand our ground and plant our flag? I don't know yet.
Yeah, but
that's part of the problem. God, Nobody's doing anything.
We're about to lose Discord, for God's sake. Like remember, Discord is still planning. Discord is still planning.
Sorry, that's my hot salty take, but I've never liked Discord. I hate the way it works. I hate the fact it's compartmentalized the entire internet, so now I can't search for any information anymore because I'll lock in some Discord account somewhere. Yeah, I will admit, losing it is still.
The problem is we rely on it for streaming. Like, Stoke doesn't have shared screens yet, and it doesn't have push to talk yet, so we can't use it for streams unless we're doing strictly multiplayer games where everyone's got one screen and everyone doesn't use push to talk. So, issue.
Anyways, more quotes. The rural-urban split in the U.S. Just want to event for a reason. They want to get farmer protests like the Netherlands. Okay, I would have to look that one up, because... I don't know that one.
Oh, hang on, we missed a few as well. Gato saying, Asians built the Wild West, which is super weird. You don't actually hear about them until you get to World War II and the Asian harassment during and after the war. Yeah, nobody talks about, like, the Chinese, in particular, came over and just died in droves, but, like, helped build California to be what it is. Japanese, too. Like, the Japanese always got, like, the worst farmland, but, like, they knuckled down and, like, started importing fertilizers and doing other things, and they turned it into the best farmland. And then in World War II, they all shipped off to concentration camps, and their white neighbors stole the land out from under them. Ugh.
Yep. Alex saying, thanks very much for the federal government studies debate, you two. I'm going to lurk and only a few minutes left before bed. Fair enough. Well, not spoke from the date everything lady. Life's not fair is a quote used by people who benefit from unfairness. It's morally wrong is a better argument. Huh. That is a good way to put it.
Oh, thank you. Earlier, they also said, a lot of people want to close the Electoral College, but serious technicalities seem to be keeping it open. The reason the Electoral College still exists is because it's easily manipulated. The Democrats and Republicans can both, gerrymander and dance to the pretty tune and make sure that the right number of people get in every time because it's very easily manipulated. And that's why it should go, but it never will, because everybody who gets elected has benefited from Electoral College manipulation. So, that's a problem. It'll never go away, because the only people who have the power to make it go away will never do so. Ugh.
In fact, California just passed legislation to deliberately gerrymander even more. So, yay.
Which theoretically is in our favor, because it should mean we get more Democrats in to counteract, this, fascism going on. But, the problem is that's also a slippery slope. We're fighting fire with fire here.
There's a board game about that, Secret Hitler. It's actually kind of an interesting board game about that, about do you risk seizing power to attempt to stop someone else from seizing power?
Yeah, but at the risk of becoming the evil yourself.
Or worse, allowing that evil to then take over. Yeah, it's an interesting board game in that regard. A very interesting kind of Among Us meets a push your luck game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and yes, there's a version called Secret Trump.
Here, what else? Gato. I love how you have totally different experiences with media. Most Spanish users use Facebook. Really? I heard Facebook died years ago. Huh. Because I thought they were also doing, AI trolling or something. Or, what's the word?
Trolling.
Scraping, that's the word. That's the word. I knew it started...
And with the Beast guy, you talk about anything and suddenly Americans start complaining about their government regardless of what you're doing. Lo siento.
I mean, yeah...
Yeah, so I'm just saying, we're not taking the lurch into fascism very well. Yeah, it's, ugh.
I mean, which on the one hand is good, because that means people are at least have the impetus to fight back, but on the other hand, yeah, again, this is why I completely understand if people block out politics, because it is just nonstop.
Gato, it's something that's very important to understand. The furry fandom is very American-centric. Yeah, all the big cons are there. Everyone has a friend there. Most people use dollars to commission, American online sites to buy and sell. Yeah,
It is one of those things, yeah.
We really do need to actually figure... That's another thing we, as a planet, need to figure... And as a species, need to figure out at some point is actual functioning global economy. We keep saying, we have a global economy now. No, we just have global access. We don't really have a functioning global economy.
Yeah, in 2026, now that we have, instant communication with anyone around the globe and everything else, it's becoming more plausible to have, a one world kind of idea. Until we run into problems like, what America's experiencing right now. Ahem. Imagine that on a global scale. It's oh dear God, no. So, I don't know. But at least on the communication front, we are there. Theoretically. I will say, it is always funny when I commission artists and chooses something different. Yeah, one person who I thought was German was actually taking a Hungarian, so... Yeah, that was oh, that's neat. And there was the other person who took it in pounds because they're British, and they turned out to be a complete asshole, and I actually deleted all the art I got from them, but that's a separate topic. It is not a full sample of the British people, that is just one particular jerk.
The furries from the Western world are tired of being linked to America, while at the same time being unable to escape it. You and a lot of other people, unfortunately. Again, it's...
America's a bit of a black hole.
I'm gonna add that to the list of problems that America and a lot of other people are trying to solve. And I really hope we do find a solution, because...
Yeah, God,
this is ridiculous.
Canada and Mexico, both of them, bordering this absolute insanity going on. It's the neighbors peeking out their windows, watching, the nice house next door turning into a garbage dump.
But still so tightly tied to it, because, again, so much of their economy and everything depends on American websites and American concepts and American locations.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Gosh, I remember there was a artist from way back who was, I believe, Peruvian. Gosh, I need to find their art again. Because, yeah, it's not, fantastic, but it was 15, 20 years ago or something, and they were still practicing. But, man, that was good stuff. It is some good dragons. Oh. The mouse bug is back.
It's been happening to me periodically.
Yeah. Well, it's about 9 o'clock anyway, so I guess I'm just going to stand here, weighed down by all this ore I'm carrying. Oh,
Can you just press
Gato
the R
saying,
button to deposit it all?
well, I can't get close enough. I'd have to walk like 100 feet that way, and that's not happening. Oh, Gato saying, except Brazil. Furry Brazil has their own country PayPal, so they're removed enough. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to tell the Brazil story another time with my Spanish teacher. But for now, it's 9 o'clock. We've been talking a lot about Disney, about DreamWorks, about current events, and we also sort of made progress in this game a little bit. Which is to say, we did a ton of grinding. And unfortunately, next time, it'll probably be more grinding, because that's what late game Palworld looks like. It was designed with, 8 people.
We're getting there, though.
It was designed with, 8 people being able to run around, grab everything, so... Yeah, I mean, we are definitely making progress. We're getting there, and I'm just very glad there's 2 of us, so we can double the workload.
Gato saying, oh, Peruvians near anarchic society. People are very, very proud and very dismissive of moral issues. Huh, oh my. Zombie Cat, great stream. Oh, thank you very much, Zombie Cat. No worries, it's fine.
Yeah,
look,
it's all
today
good.
was a very chaotic day on all fronts, so...
It's been a very chaotic, month for me, so... But yeah, we'll just need to coordinate a little more, about exactly who is doing what when, and maybe just share the save file with, gosh, I don't know, Meta or myself, or, Grunt, or, somebody's going to consistently be there. Or somebody who can consistently make it. Actually, on second thought, it probably shouldn't be Meta or me right now, anyway. Maybe Meta. Anyways, still, yeah, sad to hear about the Peruvians. I didn't know that. Hey, the things you know. Anyways, here, let's go to the end stream. I'm rambling. It's time to wrap up here. Well, thank everybody for coming in here. Sorry for the weird stream and the weird everything. As always, if you, for some reason, want to see more of this weirdness, consider give us a follow. We also have some coffee and some throne going on if you're interested in donating, but it's not required at all. We're just happy to have you guys here. Guys, gals, NBs, all y'all. Let's see. I believe Iggy should be doing Brock the Investigator on Wednesday. Jay's doing Mina the Hollower on Thursday. We might be doing a Palworld stream on Friday and possibly Saturday, but, due to my weird-ass schedule, I cannot promise anything. Sorry about that. Oh, and then Sunday should actually be an FF14 stream for realsies this time. So that'll be great.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay, let me see who we're rating. Let me just...
What am I saying? It's always fun.
What I do
now,
is
I just refreshed, so raid targets. Gato saying, thinking on guiding the raid, maybe not tonight. Okay. Had a great time venting. Thanks for answering my Titanics. Yeah, no, thank you very much, Gato. It's always great to hear from you.
Definitely.
And Alex saying good night. Yep, good night, Alex. Thank you for being here. As for raid targets, Girl Stream Team is doing Unbeatable, a rhythm game.
Yeah, but Jill Wuffy's also doing art.
Ooh. I'll let you pick.
I kind of feel like Jill Wuffy, so... Actually, here, I can do the raid. Dash raid. Jill Wuffy. Yay. And I'm hearing myself 10 seconds in the past. Very weird. Anyways, thank you everybody again. Hopefully we'll be back with more stuff, and go say hi to Jill Wuffy. She's fantastic.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.